And this is why I also usually pre-button hit, so you guys can hear Lucky yell 3, 2, 1 in less than 1 second.
Yeah.
As we go. Hi everybody, how you doing? Welcome to our spooky Halloween episode. It's like double dipping because I literally just posted to public the previous week's episode on the day of the Halloween for everybody who's not Loth.
Oh, I know. I saw that.
And also we're recording it on the Halloween. Spooky. Too spooky. We're keeping the same Destiny and Duty and stuff results, I think, as last time, just because we literally cut it off in the middle of a fight.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna keep everything the same for continuity. Nobody has to adjust anything. You guys did get some EXP for some of that stuff, though. So did anybody spend anything real quick before we just get to it?
I'm saving it for any uses later.
Okay. I got a talent Inner Peace.
I bought nothing.
All right.
I bought a Force upgrade for Enhance. I got the control enhancement for Brawn. And I bought the talent Grapple.
Nice.
Okay. All right, then, just before we go out and shoot on in there, let's remind everybody this episode is brought to you by our patrons like Adam DeHarp, Akko Comics, Hagazime, Eric 10, Lex G, Carlos, Dragon Ferris, Jeremy Vasquez, Jonathan Sandoval, Legendary Boss Hunter, Liam Kessler, Regent Raptor, Rogue Robin, Trevor, Shiny P, some guy named Bomb, Starting 23, and Varen the Crow. If you like what you do want us to do more, consider supporting us on Patreon. Alrighty, so where we last left off, Aramaa is locked in a deadly punch fight of epic proportions as you guys trade blows back and forth, you know, barrages of attacks. Aramaa, you know, punched through his protect, but also was stopped by the power of Ebb. And you still have, I believe, 4 failures on your next check if you make a check.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of these guys are, you know, sitting in hallways, bleeding on the floor, having a great time.
I need a medic. Wait, I am the medic.
You say as you get out the medical stapler and the gauze and just flush stapler. So because we kind of like re-narrowed the combat, Lucky, do you want to just re-roll initiative, or are you fine keeping the way it was, which is definitely NPC first, then PC first?
I'm fine with that.
Okay, we'll just keep it that balance back and forth. We should say we did a little more digging because we were asking about like committing, force dice, levels and stuff. And as usual, golly gee willikers, there's a lot of ambiguity and a lot of commentary that you can dig up on the old forum archives. So first of all, we've been doing commit wrong.
Yeah.
Probably most of this campaign. It's okay. We've probably done it right in other campaigns and then done it wrong again and done it right. It's hard to remember because it's not worded very well, but apparently the developer's intent, rules as intended, is anytime you use a force power, it is an action. And so if something says, without being part of any other check, to commit dice, that is an action to commit force dice. Mm-hmm. On the plus side, it is apparently not limited by the number of dice. So when you choose to commit, you can commit as many dice as you like up to your force rating. So hypothetically, Aramaa with commit with a force rating 5 could commit as many force dice as she likes to increase her brawn until she hits the cap, which is I think 6.
Yes.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah, it says 6. So and obviously you can't split that up. So if you also have the ability to commit for agility, that's a separate force power use. So you can't do both at once. But yeah, it's interesting. I think it's actually better balanced for battle med because that's what like commit 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's commit 3 to make it last the rest of the encounter, so long as everybody's in range, which is very scary, but now makes sense because now that eats up 2 whole actions in your economy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's a little more balanced if you want to go that far, but you know, it might cut into some of our flow. I suspect sense will be committed a few less times now because it's not free. You got to decide if you want to turtle up or not.
Turtle.
But maybe this makes our force guys a little more flexible. But okay, so to set the scene, to remind everybody, we do the dramatic recap, the music, strums up. We do the reverse roundabout. And, you know, Aramaa and Zeus Brand are locked in mortal combat in the museum. The door is exploded behind you by the power of
Eye lasers.
shooting. Yeah, eye beams at you. Space Ripper stingy eyes. Sorry, we slightly distracted because apparently Google is like they're getting so granular with their opinion testing. They're polling people about the Prague episode that came out this week. That's weird. That's a little personal, YouTube. Asking about individual videos. Please don't at me about that. Anyway. So, you know, the main doors collapse behind you and kind of a slightly smoking ruin. The room is kind of dark and low lit. You've exchanged blows. You know, you clash, you bounce back. I think you guys were both still engaged.
Yes. We have not moved. We have not withdrawn from each other.
And you're currently having a weird existential moment as you keep fighting this guy and you keep punching and punching, but you feel like weaker and weaker every second and more sluggish.
Actually, if I remember
He's
correctly,
just so
I think it was
fast.
my turn next because he got the ebb on me. So, wouldn't that mean my go first? Well, not my go first, but it's my initiative slot next.
I have absolutely no idea. I feel like
Well, because here's the thing: it's like if it only like lasts that one turn, but I haven't had a chance to, you know, have them have that 4 failures. That means that I haven't gone.
that's true.
Yeah, true.
You do indeed still have the failures left. Well, I know that's what I rolled against you last.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I was gonna ask really quick, like the other guys,
yeah.
if you guys are doing anything in particular. I know, you know, Camo killed his guy, picked his gun up,
Put it away.
and there was a little bit of back and forth between him and Boots about who should go for help. And Boots was like, "No, you definitely do it. I'm gonna stand here and hold my guts in." Did, you know, first aid on himself
Yes.
because he was very badly shot. Wevu was sitting in a dark corner somewhere, bleeding everywhere,
Bleh.
developing a slight, you know, a slight numbness or twitch in one of your hands or something. Are you guys doing anything in particular?
Oh, Camo was. I think I remember ending it off. Camo start, I guess, half running to the museum.
Okay, so he's gonna run back to the museum.
Boots is probably gonna try to check in on Wevu.
Okay.
Okay, where are you?
Do you wanna say that into your microphone more, buddy?
Oh, sorry, was I away from my microphone?
Yes, there you go. Now you're in vision.
That was weird. Let me try to readjust it some more. Can you hear me now?
You're good.
Yes.
Okay.
Hello, hello.
Yes.
You clear?
Yes, but Boots will probably just radio, make sure his earpiece is turned on this time.
Yeah.
Radio into Wevu. Just be like, okay, so Camo is gonna take care of Aramaa. Wevu, where are you?
Reminder, where was the fight again? In the hallway?
Yeah, you're in a back hallway somewhere.
Okay.
It's very
Shit.
dark where you are.
Just like,
You weren't working downstairs.
yeah. Rose just looks around. Gormo is like, some back hallway.
Alrighty then. Okay. Well, I'm gonna quickly try to patch myself up. I'm not sure if I did that last session.
You did roll. I think you could
Okay,
do yourself
which
for like
case-
4 or 5.
Yeah, it wasn't much. But I'm gonna try to make my way over to you, Wevu. Because out of the both of us, you're probably gonna be more help if Aramaa is facing what I assume to be another weird force user.
Another force user, huh?
Hey,
Oh,
we just
shit.
Hey, I don't want to hear that. I got magic bullets shot at me.
I got.
They're actually the opposite of magic.
No, they are.
Okay.
He was using predictive shot. Like,
Oh, okay. I just more seemed like There's just kurtosis. They're just very hard, very.
Got got attacked by some weird force assassin.
Oh God. If it isn't a
Messed up how I can move myself. So
well, I guess it's a good thing I'm going over to you regardless, because it sounds like you need some assistance. And by assistance, I mean medical aid.
yeah, Webu's a bit out of it right now.
Yes, we're not role playing, but I suspect given
Oh, I was
your,
about to say,
wound
yeah, you're
levels and
talking in the
crits,
third
you're
person.
probably panting into the mic a lot.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm on my way, and then
All right.
scurry on down there.
Boots, roll me a hard perception check to figure out where Wevu is. You can also roll streetwise if you have that, but I don't think you do.
I think I had worked out that someone had an upgrade of the next check, so I think that was going for the percentage.
Yeah, but I don't remember that. You can't prove it.
Yeah, I think Webu,
Okay.
I think Webu's just going to poke the assassin with her foot foremost. Like, also send someone to arrest this guy.
It's a good thing I didn't bring my cuffs with me. Why would I bring that here?
Yeah, I don't know.
I radio in to have another clone show up.
All right.
Let's see.
Need some backup in the back hallway. Which back hallway? I'll let you know when I get there.
Yeah, I'll let you know when I find it. I need you to triangulate with me.
Soldier, you probably, because the situation baby now, you should actually
I'll
bring
spend
it
that.
next time.
I'll be using that destiny point I just spent to lower
Yep.
the difficulty.
Okay.
Because there's no point in me upgrading, because that just gives an extra green instead of more yellows.
Yep.
Actually, wait, no. I will keep the difficulty, because that means a green is a yellow. I forgot my cunning is only 2. Wow, game, why? Why do you do
Alright.
this to me?
Pain.
You're gonna be wandering around.
Yep, I figured as much.
How is this building shaped again? Because it's like, isn't it just like a rectangle?
It's a-
Don't try.
It's a big courthouse.
Yes.
There's a
Keep
dome
going
in the
around the
center,
hallway.
and there's a couple of wings on the side.
I guess it'll just take a while to get there.
Yes, it'll take him a while.
Yep.
Also, are you saying you can magically navigate a courthouse?
Ammo can.
Well, yeah, Camo can, but I mean, out of character. It sounds like you're
Probably
trying
not.
to be like, oh, he's about real shit. No, he's the.
Do you
lost.
know that,
he doesn't
like,
know what hallway
right-
it is? Some of the hallways are lit, some of them are dark.
You know that
And
right
he's,
next to the
crawling
toilets?
through like cube farms and back rooms and other shit because this is a government building.
Fair.
Why do they have so many staff rooms?
All right, and
I feel like Capo's gonna have a.
Camo, go ahead and roll me a hard athletics check to see how
Alright.
fast you are going.
Let me just check because I did remove it.
The server 'cause getting pingles because for some reason at 8 o'clock at night nobody wants to shut up.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you're making a
I'm gonna heal
three
straight from that.
sixes. Alrighty, so let us go to Aramaa, and as you say, if we are logically following the thing, then yeah, it's your go.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to do that much. But what I will do is I'm gonna spin a maneuver. I'm going to activate grapple.
Okay.
What grapple does is basically if this man wants to get distance from me, he has to basically spend 2 maneuvers to move to short. So
Yep.
it takes 2 maneuvers.
Spend 2 maneuvers to disengage.
Yes, thank you. And so Armand's gonna get right up in there. And then
Right.
as my action, I will use my new control ability to enhance my brawn to 6, which is the max.
All right, how many do you commit for that?
2.
So you roll 3 force dice.
Yes. But now I have 2 additional dice. Which I think is a fair trade. But unfortunately, that's it. That's all I can do.
Alrighty, okay. Well, that does mean that the failures drop from Ebb
Thank goodness.
because it's till the end of the turn. So we roll up to the top. It is Zeus turn. You've got him, you've got like a heel locked in there, or got like a hand on his collar or something, maybe a foot pressed on his cape, so he has to use extra effort to get away. So he will not bother to get away, and he's just gonna go for the punching. So let's see.
I will.
The great punching of all time.
I do not want to get hit, so I will activate dodge 3 times and spend some strain.
So 4 yellows. This is average, so this is Ropa. What's your defense right now?
0.
Okay, I'll set back. Do defensive. I think because it's his turn now, he is out of defensive stance. Oh, it's just that. Be accurate on this stuff, my dude. No, okay. So he will aim. Do I wanna? Nah, let's not double it. Let's conserve strain. Let's conserve strain for more parrying. Sorry, I have to familiarize myself. I haven't looked at this stat block in a little bit. Okay. And we're going to declare Ebb with that. So he's going to aim to continue doing his weird bullshit. The bullshit is successful. All right, Aramaa, you would be hit for the damage on this? 7.
I'm Bronze 6 right now, I just realized. And I have Enduring, 1 rank.
Yeah,
You
so I
take that, don't you?
think because your soak is permanently lockstep to your Baron,
Yeah.
unlike your Wound Threshold.
Yes.
Not. So yeah, I think you just tank that.
Yeah.
You just throw up the double block in front of you and just crank. His fist bounces off. But we are going to spend those dark side pips for some stuff.
Oh no.
We are going to spend 1 to suffer 1 strain and cause you to suffer 1 strain.
I'm up to 7.
And then we're going to spend... What's better? I think the failures are better. We're just going to spend the other 2 to give you 2 failures on your next check.
All right, well that is doable.
So you just bob and weave, and when the blow actually is about to connect, you just deflect it with your forearm, and it just slides right off. Because you're high on force juice tonight. But again, when when the blow connects, you just feel the rhythm of the battle flowing against you. It's very surreal. You possibly hear clocks ticking in the background. I don't know. This has definitely got some JoJo pastel frames, though. Everything's super color enriched.
No, Aramaa would just mutter under her breath, "What are you to a mountain?" And well, actually, how are you gonna handle the other guys?
I am keeping track of how long before
Okay.
Camo arrives.
Okay. So then,
Wevu and Boots are doing their own thing, and Boots is lost. So we'll
Besides,
probably cut back to them after the fight is over.
You just
Besides, I have to open the door anyway.
Same map.
I'm
Yeah.
probably busy.
Yeah, we'll
opening
see.
the
We'll
door.
see as we move on. You're not there yet,
Alright.
but you're speeding along. So that means it is your go again.
all right. Well, he's not trying to get away, so I don't think I'll need to necessarily. But
Not yet. Part of the reason why we stopped is because you didn't do a single wound to him yet last time. So no, he feels pretty good.
You'd break his shield though.
well, let's
Yeah,
see.
you punched through his protect, but you haven't landed a clean hit since then. So
But let's see here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yellows, and then a green. PP Rarapa, because it's upgraded 3 times, right?
yes, he is adversary. Tress.
Does he have any defense?
2 defense, 2 melee defense.
And what's the failure symbol?
Minus.
Minus. 2 of those. Still have 3 force dice.
Yep. Did you just roll?
Did I just roll? And nothing else special.
I thought about giving this guy enhance for brawl, but I decided to do ebb flow. Okay. Those difficulty dice not a lot. Though I think you rolled that wrong. You shouldn't have rolled 3 pups. 3 pups? Where did 3 pups come from?
Oh, that's right. Oh shit. Wait. No, I rolled.
Yeah, that was just all kinds of messed up. What are you rolling, Chief?
Oh, I see what I did. I wrote puh and then went puh.
No, it's just Rorapa.
Let me re-roll that, I guess, because that is.
Yeah, that's a weird one. I think you have to just type that again unless you tell it to remove 2 purples. Reroll, remove 2 purples.
Let me try. Re-roll, remove PP.
Okay, that just keeps it without the dice. Okay. Does the result actually change? No.
Yeah.
Well, one advantage because
Yeah.
it took away one of the threat die, but yeah, I mean the roll's the roll.
Yeah, so...
You get a blink too, so.
Mhm.
Total that up for me, Chief.
Right. Oh well. I will. I got 2 advantage. No, I gotta keep the strain train going. So I'll be spending 2 for martial grace. And that will give me. Oh god, yeah, that's right. I'm 6 brawn now. Jesus. 14 damage.
Okay.
Because it will be 3 plus 6 plus 5.
All right. So I will be activating the parry.
Mm-hmm.
We have unarmed parry, so this costs 1 less strain. Parry 4, so that's
6.
what's the formula again?
It's
3 plus ranks or 2 plus ranks?
2 plus ranks costs 3 strain.
Okay, so
Well,
it only
you-
costs
2
yeah,
strain.
it only costs 2 because of unarmed because it costs 1 less.
Yes.
I think it's 1 less.
Yes.
And then we reduce the incoming damage by
2 plus ranks.
6 basically.
Yes.
Yeah, because he's parry 4. So we reduce that 14 by 6. That leaves you with 8. He has soak 6 that you can't pierce, so he takes some wounds. You kind of concentrate, draw in, and you go for your martial grace. You extend a spear hand strike and just catch him right in the torso, and it actually seems to land solidly. He grunts.
All right. Then with said advantage, I will be spending 1 to crit, and I'll be using my what's it called? Just my regular precision strike, so I can pick an easy crit. I just realized I don't have the crit table open, and that's gonna make things hard.
It happens.
I went too far. Table. There it is. All right. Yeah, so I will inflict the easy crit stinger, which will increase the difficulty of the target's net check by 1.
All right.
And then I will heal strain with the remaining 2. With the light, well, I'll turn the 2
Nice.
light side points into advantage and use that to heal strain. Blech. So I will heal 4, so that brings me down to 5. And that's
So
my
you
turn.
actually you get a clean blow in.
Mhm.
All right. That is technically the end of the round. At the end of this round, Camo, you come tearing around the corner, slide around. You look at the front of the museum. The front of the museum door is a pile of rubble now.
Oh no.
I guess I'm gonna start moving the rubble out of the way.
All
to take
right.
a hit. But-
Make me a hard resilience check.
all right then.
And Aramaa, I will say for free, regardless of what he rolls, unless he rolls like super mega failure. You probably hear and see rubble shifting behind you
Mhm.
as somebody starts digging away at the pile of crap blocking the door.
All right.
And we'll see whether or not Camo eats a space for stingy eyes when he clears out the rubble. Okay, it's gonna take you a little bit. Somehow one of the benches got bent over completely. It's really heavy. You gotta.
I'm gonna take a strain. It's like, okay, just focus.
All right.
You get to the boss.
So you will continue to work at it
Mhm.
for a little bit while we go on. All right, Zeus Brand's turn.
Top of the round.
He kind of now he was kind of smiling before, but now he kind of frowns. You know,
Mhm.
lightly touches a hand to his sternum where you struck him. Hmm. First blood goes to you, but that will be your last strike. Die! Punch, much punch.
Nobody makes
So we're gonna just. What's our pool right now? I got 4 of these. Yeah, are you gonna dodge or anything?
I don't like getting hit at this moment, so yes, I will full dodge.
All right, take your 3 strain, upgrade all 3 of those purples to red. You have no defense. We will aim. We're a little annoyed. We'll double aim. He'll take the 2 strain.
Maneuver. Advance, advance.
And I think that is everything. Yeah, you increase the difficulty, but you don't need a second. So we're going all in. Punch! Oh, I forgot my force dice. I meant to declare an ebb there. Yeah, I can still spend the points to do the thing, so hold on. You roll.
That's a lot of advantage.
Okay, 3 dark pips again. All right. I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna spend all 5 of those to heal strain.
Mm-hmm.
Like you guys do.
Yep.
And then we will suffer 1 strain, spend 1 pip to give you 1 strain. I believe you've now suffered 4 strain because of ebb. This is important because I won't tell you whether or not he has an upgrade, but there is an upgrade to ebb where if you suffer 5 once per session, you can give the other person a despair on their next check.
Wow.
And then we'll just spend the other 2 pips to add 2 failures. He once again comes at you in a rush, claw strikes, tiger palms, everything like that. You completely bob and weave out of the way, but he is just all over you. He is laughing as he throws a barrage of punch. He is amused by the fact that you are not struck. Camo, you hear evil maniacal chuckling from inside the museum.
Finally,
I
a challenge.
The thing is, I remember encountering this dude. It just
Yeah.
I didn't see him fight, so it's like, great.
All right.
Alrighty, Aramaa, that means it's you.
That is me. It's me. And guess what? We're just gonna, step in. Just gonna step on in, and I'm gonna give a good punch.
You can go for your little max star punch.
Mm-hmm. So roll. Yeah. No. I had to stare at that for a second. Then Rorapa, only the Rorapa.
Yep.
Then mama. Do I have anything special to do beforehand? Nope.
I suspect this fight is probably going to turn into a lot of our Jedi fights where we get to the end of our rope when we run out of juice to parry, and then it's just going to be who gets beat up first.
Those 2.
Though you might get lucky with a crazy big crit. He does have a crit on him.
Mm-hmm.
2 failures mattered, so you still have 4 light pips, though. So you can succeed, which would probably force him to parry again.
Yeah.
Since you do, that would be what? 2 plus 6? Yeah, that would be 8. You'd do another 2 wounds if he doesn't. Actually, he might not parry that. You might just take the 2 wounds.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's up to you.
I know.
You tell me what your decision is.
Hang on 1 second. While I check some talent. Oh, I forgot. I keep forgetting about that. Well, it's no problem here, but you know what? No, this is what I'm gonna do. Yes, I will spend 2 light side points to negate the failure, and then I will go with one success, 1 advantage.
All right.
So that will be 7 damage.
All right. That would inflict 1 whole wound.
Mm-hmm.
but you would want to crit on that.
Yes.
Ooh.
So yes.
Yeah, I think that's you're gonna bait him into the parry.
Yep.
Yeah, so he'll suffer the 2 to block it. He sees the deadly pressure point coming in, and he's like, nope.
I'll grab your crit artery, not mine.
I do believe you cannot crit if you don't inflict any wounds.
That is correct.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
correct.
so he will parry the 1 wound because he knows that you're scary good at this. You go for like a throat strike, and he blocks. Clang. Fist bounces off his bracers.
But that is me's.
All right, end of the round. Camo, give me another resilience check.
All right. Not that. Still hard?
Yep, no.
All right.
Interesting.
2 threat, but a triumph. Should probably use that to upgrade your next attempt
Probably, yeah.
as you shift some stuff. Take 2 strain though.
Yeah, I'm rolling like Matt. I would take 1 technically because I have 1 armor for that.
Yeah, you have a protection. Still, you're whew, you're working up a sweat. You haul the bench, you haul the bench out of the way. You realize, the door frame is like collapsed in itself, and these are heavy, solid hardwood doors. And you're just like, oh my god, why did they build this museum so tough? I've attacked bunkers flimsier than this. As you're throwing ceiling tiles and bricks out of the way.
Yeah.
Very tiring. But you think you're getting purchasing. You can see some shadow
Yeah,
from the
I
inside
got all
bleeding
these,
through.
Yeah. Most of my stuff for this comes from my gear I usually wear, and I'm not wearing most of it, so.
And a little bit of PT. But all right, okay. Top of the round, Zeus Brand goes. Is your grapple effect indefinite?
No.
Okay. So he could disengage for 1. I mean, he's not really in any wounding. I think he should probably just keep pressing the attack. Because you're eating like 3 strain every time to dodge all this. So I do believe though that thanks to your brawn increase, you've basically nullified his ability to use improved parry because I think it's base damage, which would be 6 in this case.
Yeah.
So you literally soak any counterattacks like a boss. But we're gonna go for the old punch up again. Roll 4. Are you going to dodge?
Yes, I'm going to dodge.
Rapa.
I need to keep...
I will not aim yet. I will save my maneuver to see what happens here.
Since commit has changed, it means that dodge is even more valuable, I guess.
Dodge is always really good.
Yeah.
It's just that as a Jedi, because technically you can commit ahead of time. You don't have to like you can be like, oh, we're gonna roll up into this bad guy bar. I'm gonna commit for sense really quick before we go. I have a bad feeling about this, and then
Yeah.
It makes more sense now, yeah. It's all like preparation instead of actually like in the main.
You need a moment to focus. So in combat, it sucks up your action, but outside of structured time, you have plenty of time. But 4 yellows, Rapa, 5 force, that's everything.
Huh.
Here we are again. I just are you sure you don't have the secret power to add failures to me right now?
No,
Damn, dude.
Only spiritually.
I am not rolling a lot of successes.
I do not have.
All right, I gotta look at the
yet.
table.
Yet.
I gotta look at the table for spending stuff. Oh, personal combat triumph. Upgrade your difficulty. Upgrade is next. Do something vital.
Ow. That hurt.
I might want to do. My other option is give you an upgrade. That doesn't really move things along much. It's not like giving you worse dice is really doing bad, and I have some stuff to work with anyway. Right? Yeah, I rolled 3 again, so we can continue to do the dance. So, yeah, the triumph is going to be to do something vital. So he's punching at you, you're clashing, you're doing exactly like that GIF you just posted. of DBZ punch fighting, and then pop, 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 pop. And then he sweeps a hand across. You duck it completely, but his hand connects with the glass case that holds the Madiri stone, which violently explodes away from him. Crystals go everywhere. And the Madiri stone, which remember is a triangular emerald of such clarity as to be almost luminous, inset into a scary clay mask, kind of like gently rolls onto the floor by his foot. So he does something narratively important, which is he's got access to the stone mask now. Yay.
Yay.
Oh, right.
And then we're gonna do the usual 3 dark pip song and dance. I'll suffer 1 strain, you suffer a strain, add 2 failures, and that's your 5th strain, I believe. So we are going to activate your next check rolled adds a despair, which is a $sign, by the way.
$sign. Okay.
Like you don't know what's going on. You're holding your own, but it's so mysterious. You know this must be some kind of force wizardry. Like you feel yourself getting more and more sluggish against him, more and more put upon, even though he can't land a single blow on you. It's very freaky.
Siphoning your soul.
It's almost like if, for instance, he was standing at the top of some stairs and then he tried to gaslight you.
Hilarious.
I know
Like he literally just fireman's carries, or like I guess uses the world to like carry you back down. It's okay.
So, yeah, that's all what I'm gonna do. And for his maneuver, he's gonna scoop up that mask, and he's going to declare loudly, "Victory is mine!" And he's gonna slap the mask on his face, and it surrounds him in an eerie green glow. You will now be definitely, absolutely defeated, Aramaa. None can stand before the might of me, Zeus Brand. With the Madiri stone, he points at the stone with his thumb. The stone.
This is 3 parts crammed into
Honestly,
one thing.
actually, Meg, can he actually pick up an item and equip it after he's taken
I
it?
think so. It's a maneuver.
Okay.
Is it a maneuver to like pick it up and then also to use it, depending on the
No, it's in his hand, so it's it's readied basically.
I guess that's true.
Like I don't think I've ever really fought you guys on like when you scoop up your gun and then shoot somebody. That's mechanically the same thing.
Yeah, but you have to use
Okay.
an action to shoot a gun.
Yeah, but like it's in your hand though.
But is it an action to activate the mask that will make him
Whatever.
Well, the mask is passive. It doesn't do anything yet.
All right. Well, let's see here. I'm gonna have to do some punching shit here, so let's punch some shit. So.
Don't you want to break the mask?
Axe, shut up.
That would probably be a triumph or a sunder spend. Because you get sunder on all your attacks, I think. That's
Yes.
safe with sundering.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a despair, then minus. And then but 2 I think there's more negative dice on this than positive. Ooh,
I mean, you got like 4 destiny points. You could make your last green a yellow.
that's true. No, I want to hold off on them for something maybe narrative.
Oof.
Oh,
That is a check.
Yeah, it is. Well, I literally can't succeed. I literally can't.
Nope.
So no point in that. So
You could do like I did and take 5 advantage. Just be like, I'm fine.
yeah, no, I am. And like I said,
Sucks to be you, nerd.
I am, and guess what? Since I'm gonna spend all of that into advantage, and because bullshit force powers, I'm flipping one of our dark sides back.
Yep.
So give us that back. I'll dump that all into advantage. Actually, what am I at? 13 of 23. Let's see here.
You would get back 5 plus at least 1.
Yeah, I will just dump that all into advantage. And so that'll be 5. I have my healing talisman that has the mighty effect, so it gives not the mighty effect. Was it the mighty effect? Now I'm curious.
Potent, mighty, don't know, something.
Where is it? I wrote it down. I know I did.
Yeah, I know. You had all your special qualities, so yes, you wrote everything down.
Yeah. So Yeah, no, okay, it's just 2. Okay. Oh, it was usually 3 when I had my armor because of my old armor because it had rapid recovery on it. That's why. Okay, I remember now. I was confused. So, that will heal me 7 strain, bring me down to 5, and with that advantage, I will upgrade my next check, I suppose.
Sure.
Yes.
And with your despair, using your ranged weapon, we could upgrade the difficulty free. Wait, I can't make your fists become damaged. That's not how that works. Could make you fall prone. Could suffer a free maneuver. Well, he gets to go first, and he get a free boost on it. So yeah, let's go for prone.
All right.
At that critical moment, you're going in for the big swing. You're gonna punch him right in his stupid masky face, and then he just sticks out a foot and trips you like it's a cartoon, and you tumble past him overbalanced.
Oh no.
Wah!
But you keep your footing. You don't feel too bad. You meant to do that. Clearly. The force is on your side.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's the end of the round. Camo, roll that beautiful resilience check again. Remember, you get an upgrade. Clank, clank, rumble, rumble. Axe, hello.
Yeah, sorry. No
Hi,
resilience.
how you doing?
I'm panicking over something, but sorry.
Okay.
A resilience check?
Yeah, resilience check.
Alright, cool.
There you go. Take another strain as you just put your boot into it and fucking Kool-Aid Man into the room. Oh, yeah. Aramaa, you kind of look up from where you're kind of like half crouched on the floor. And just, bits of stone falls out.
Mm-hmm.
As you see Camo standing there, panting. I think blood like leaking from one of his wrists or something.
Mm-hmm.
Because you did get clipped in the last fight. And, Brand kind of turns around so he stands in the light and is like, "Oh?
A new challenger approaches.
What's this? Another bothersome fly?" So, let's see.
I mean, it's top of the round.
See,
Yeah.
I'm not Speedwagon in this because that's Boots. I'm not Caesar because it's Wevu. What am I?
Speedwagon!
We don't know.
don't
I,
even know.
I don't know yet.
I don't think I'm Avdol.
Hopefully you're not, just so long as you're not, Avdol. Hopefully you're Polnareff.
I mean, Polnareff does make it, so yeah.
Yeah. You don't want to be the dog. I don't think your crazy grandpa.
Old Man
enough to be
Joseph.
Joestar.
Old Man Joseph.
Yeah.
I mean, Old Man Joseph was.
He kind of made it.
Was Master Lago kind of.
Oh,
Anyway,
no.
yeah, I think top of the round. At the end of this round, I'll have you, because you just arrived, I'll have you roll initiative and get it on the following round. But the top of the round, your boy Zeus Brand is going to, let's see, yeah, let's disengage from Aramaa just so there's no lingering, whatchamacallit, penalties or anything. He'll, hop a step back. He'll turn to face you. He's wearing the stone. It glows green. His eyes glow inside the mask, and he's like, "Let me show you the power of the Midiri stone." He points at you, and does he shoot black eye beams at you, Camo? You don't know. This shit's weird.
I want
Anyway.
Yeah, I at least have an idea what I want to do because I want to but it's later. But right now,
Yeah. So we're gonna as an action, we're gonna make an unleash check.
can I dodge this or is it just a check?
This counts as a ranged attack. Yes. So you can attempt to dodge.
Any of my previous things of moving the rubble count as for movement or no?
No, you did not take a movement action this turn. Sorry.
Fair enough. Okay.
That was
honestly,
narrative
unless-
action to arrive on the scene.
Considering how this situation has gone, I kind of want to be if Aramaa wants to go fight him, I want to leave him to fight mechanically. If like Lucky wants to do that, if not, I'll just help, I guess.
Punch, thump him. I mean, you got
Yeah.
your boot knife. Well, we'll see how you fare because you are already a little bit wounded.
Mhm.
You might
Yeah.
get blown the fuck up. I don't know. At some
Yeah.
point, my dice are going to turn around. Okay,
My
but
goal
you're gonna.
is ripcord thrower just to rip the mask off his face.
So yeah. So actually, do I wanna go deep? Yeah, I can't even. So this guy's bracelets also have a special ability to use improved reflect or parry for quote unquote free. I spend a destiny point, and you can do it even if you don't roll to spare. But as I've noted, that literally does nothing to Aramaa. So yeah, I'll spend the destiny point to give him an upgrade. So he's gonna roll 5 yellows for discipline. Are you dodging, Camo?
Yes, I am.
How many ranks?
I have 2.
Okay, so that becomes red. Do you have any range defense right now?
I have 3. I have the 2 from my armor and then 1 from naturally.
Okay, so he does roll the setback. This is a
I'm
ranged
now,
attack.
I'm now at half my strain threshold. So this goes.
And have to succeed and have force pips to spend on those 4 force dice. So feet don't fail me now.
Oh God, no.
No, that's gonna be a failure. That's gonna whiff.
All my defenses paid off.
Yep. So yeah, he would have enough to actually do the attack if he hit, but he did not hit, so he gets 2 advantage. So let's see. The best use of this here. Boost die to his own check. He can perform a free maneuver. Yeah, I think the narrative is funnier. We'll perform a free maneuver. He lightly hops the short distance because it was short before as well to engage with Camo. So if Aramaa wants to punch him, she has to get up in his grill again.
Hang on a second. I believe I have an ability for this.
Oh.
Where
Yeah,
was
if
it?
you want to activate that, go ahead, because that's all you can do, because the attack whiffed him. It definitely, fires downrange. Pyong! Cuts a searing line through the slate tile floors, hits a far wall, explodes.
All right, so yeah, I got. Well, so I'm gonna activate fallback and preventive intervention, but let me pull up the actual wording on that.
Yep. Perfect, just as planned. You get to do a cool thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Were they both in general? No, I think one's in night and one's in knights and one's in general, I believe.
Yeah.
Let's see. So collapse of the Republic and rise of the Separatists. There we go. Okay, yep. Immediately after opponent moves to engage an ally within short range, the character may spend 1 destiny point to engage their opponent as an out-of-turn incidental. Well, actually, I guess the qualifier is if we were all within short of each other.
Yeah, no, it was all in short range.
All right, so I will spend a destiny point for that to happen.
You kick off from a display case and power slide up behind him because you're still prone.
Mm-hmm. And then... Oh, and when engaged with an opponent, this is fallback. The character may suffer a number of strain up to their leadership to allow an equal number of allies to immediately disengage as an out-of-turn incidental. So...
Okay.
Just 1 for 1?
Yep. So I spend a strain, and Camo, you can disengage.
All right.
As you just say, Camo, back up!
Or it's not like... Or it's more of a, he's mine!
As you, once again, as you power slide in, because you're still prone.
Yep.
Whee!
You can kip up anyway.
Well, yeah, but it's... You haven't done it yet. This is all out of turn, so it's it's more dramatic this way as you baseball slide in.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's your go.
I will activate jump up, regain my feet
All right.
as a incidental.
Yeah, you just kip up from the slide.
Mm-hmm. And well, I know what I do. Maneuver, grapple.
All right. You entwine one of his arms with one of your arms.
Mm-hmm. And then punch.
All right.
So, roll. I do not have all the weird negatives for once.
Nope, he did not ebb on you.
But there's still ra-ra-pa, then a sa-sa, and there's 3 fuzz.
Yes. Don't forget, you still have your upgrade, so you
that's
should be
right.
rolling 6 yellows.
I didn't get
You
it up being
triumphed last
attractive. Yeah.
Terrifying. Terrifying.
As you know, you just go for the Matrix thing. You bind up one of his arms with your offhand and just go straight for the face punch.
Yep. And here goes the face punch. That is...
Damn. Okay. Well, if you wanted to sunder the mask, you certainly could.
I don't think we should
Because
break
it's
it.
how many levels of damage are there? 4?
Yes.
Yeah, it's 1 per sunder, so yes, you could absolutely choose to succeed and sunder the shit out of his mask.
As a question, would it break the mask and also the stone? Because I feel like you don't want to break the stone.
It's probably on Aramaa. She can break the mask that's holding the stone and basically de-equip it without breaking the stone, but that's on her. If she wants to just punch the stone and have it shatter into a bajillion pieces, that also works. But it's up to Lucky on how he wants to spend the stuff, because he has to spend force pips to get successes first anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's... This is a lot of advantage. So... What am I at? 6 strain? Yeah, I'm okay on strain. So I will dump all that light side pips into success.
Yep.
So that will be... And I will spend the 2 to activate Martial Grace. So that is going to be... 6 plus 9 plus 5... 14 damage.
I'm going to go ahead and take the 2 to parry. It's going to be 6.
It would be 20.
6, so he does another 2 wounds.
Oh.
So you have successfully hit.
I successfully hit. Do I want...
So you could just do a, plus 60 crit.
Mm-hmm.
Because he already has a critical hit. You could go for the Sunder and then still do a crit. You could give him 3 black dice. You got a lot of options with that much advantage.
I know that's the thing. It's like too many options.
What's your priority right now? What's on Arama's mind about this fight? You got him grappled. He can't go anywhere. He's shooting eye beams.
I have an image in my mind, but you go ahead.
Sorry, I'm running. No, you know what? It's time for the triple punch here. So
all right.
So first off, I am going to spend okay. Right. I can do this. I will spend 5 of those advantage to heal strain. That heals me 7 strain. I'm up. That's 14, you fool. I'm up to 1. I am now going to I'm going to activate Supreme Precision Strike for 3 strain. This allows me once per session to pick any crit up to a hard. I'm not going to go up to hard. I'm just going to be an asshole, and I'm just going to pick overpowered.
All right. Roll it again.
Mm-hmm.
So you just thump him full in the face. Boom. And go for the second one.
I have this image in my mind of you. No.
Interesting. No light side, but we continue. Because
all right. So Deblage there.
For this one, I'll be spending another 2 to activate Martial Grace again.
Yep.
That is bringing me up to 6. So that will be 6 brawn, 8 plus 5, 13.
All right. You're going to parry once more. Take 1 whole wound there.
And but I still have enough. I will be spending 2 strain to heal. 2 advantage to heal strain. That will heal me 4, bring me back down to 2. And then I will crit again. I will activate improved precision strike, which lets me once per encounter pick up to a average, and I'll pick overpowered again.
Yep. This is a funny combo you found.
Yeah.
You're burning
Go for the second
everything to
punch.
destroy this man.
And then so one more time.
By the way, these all count as inflicted crits, so
Yeah.
if you ever just crit naturally, which you might, you got a triumph. You're up to plus 30. Oh yeah, this is bad news bears. This is the big one.
Yep.
4 light, a triumph, 4 success. But 2 threats, so you have to. If you don't want to take some negatives, you gotta pick some stuff.
But I could just crit on do a natural crit. I could, and do big damage. I want big damage. I'll take the whatever it is. So I'll dump all of that. Oh, I forgot to add the. That's why I was forgetting. I knew I was forgetting something there. I'm up to 6 strain. So I'll dump all 4 of those light in success. That'll be 8. Add another 2 for martial strike. So that's 8, 6. That's 19.
All right.
And
We will pair again.
Mhm.
That will reduce it by 6. So that is still 13.
Mhm.
That is a big.
Mm-hmm. It took 2 hits to knock open that guard.
Yeah.
And
Fill a stagger bar.
mm-hmm. And I will use that triumph to just do a natural crit. So that'll be a
alright.
crit plus 30.
Yep, because he has 2 overpowereds and the stinger on him.
Mm-hmm. Again, I always ask: is
You
it
go.
space plus 30 or is it
Yeah, space, I believe.
okay?
All right.
Oh, look, another one.
No, the other one.
No, this is horrific.
I
not
mean,
gruesome.
no, I'm just saying it's happened again.
Do you want to roll the poly or should I?
I got it. Poly 100.
Yeah.
Bam.
Wait, did I do
Bam.
that wrong? No, I think
Yes.
yeah.
No.
You did.
It's
You
wrong.
You
did.
gotta tell it D100.
Okay. I'm about to say, it's like I was about to be real mad.
Yeah.
Still Braun.
Still wrong
Ron
me.
is treated as 3 until that is healed.
All right.
All right.
But you have 2 threat.
Bum. Take 2 strain.
I'm up to 10 strain.
You go bam, bam, and then there's that brief pause. You know, you do the almost I've been waiting for this, and then just boom. Just a hard, knuckle strike right into the collarbone, the meat of his upper torso, and just bam. You hear something creak and crack.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you've chipped a couple ribs, maybe you've cracked his collarbone.
Mhm.
Something painful and restrictive.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but it's exhausting delivering that many blows in that
Yes,
short of a time.
Yes, it is.
All right, Camo, if you want to actually interfere with this fight, you should roll initiative now. If you're just gonna kind of like,
No, I would like to because
Dance
I
away.
would like. I have a rip launcher and I wanted to see if I can rip the mask.
okay,
off.
so go ahead and roll your initiative, and we'll see where you come in on this.
I will spend. I guess spend the 2 strain because if I pass
You gotta
that at the end
beat
of this,
like
doesn't matter.
You gotta beat like a 4 or 5 to beat these guys.
I'm pretty sure it's somewhere up there.
What's the stat we're rolling for this again?
Definitely cool.
Okay. I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna 15 to go buy a third in that. Can I buy a thing in that? Buy 3.
That is
I have-
allowed.
I have 15 XP right now.
Yeah, if you are cool 2, you can buy cool 3 with it. Or buy cool 2 if you don't have rear skill, but I'm sure you have to.
I do. We have
A lot of
I have cool.
snipery stuff gives you cool, cause
I just don't have any presents, but trying to
Yeah,
remember
well.
if I have anything for this.
listen, we can't fix everything.
Okay, no, I don't.
It's forward 2 advantages that might actually go first.
I'd be up there.
In secret.
Secret.
Jump to week. Nope. Yep. No, my highest was 5. So it's still NPCs first, then 2 PC slots.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I'm not in the direct line of
Okay.
fire anyway.
All right. So he goes first. He's a little annoyed that you've just grappled and punched him.
Yep.
You dare?
Just Aramaa just leans in. I do.
His nose tentacles pop out of the nose holes of the mask and like angrily wiggle at you. Because remember, he's a brain vampire.
Right, he's a squid man. Well,
Blah, 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 blah.
No, Anzat look perfectly human, except possibly with slightly large noses, but they totally have brain tentacles that suck your
Oh my
brain.
god, you're fighting Nigel Thornberry.
is there an image?
I did say he had a strong aquiline nose. Looks like he belongs on a Roman coin. So we're gonna go for the punch. This is now Braun is
Oh, that's right. Oh, am I being punched?
yes.
Oh. This person. I don't want to be. I don't want to be hit. I don't. Well, actually, you know
Alright,
what?
you're gonna.
Yeah, no, I want to try and get pop off something behind. So yes, I will do full 3 dodges.
All right,
I have no defense, so this is my only defense.
he can't get out this time, so he will aim for 1 buff.
Mm-hmm.
We are not gonna double aim because we're getting up there in our strain and our wounds.
Mm-hmm.
Blood's probably running down his chin a little from where you've punched him. He would spit his blood at you, but he's currently wearing a stone mask. It's a little awkward.
I'm up to.
Can I delete what is already deleted?
I had to, yeah.
Yep. No, I mean, there's nothing else we can do here. I will declare. Actually, no. We're getting high up there in strain. We already gave you your despair. We're gonna switch to flow.
Oh.
You're gonna switch from ebb to flow, which is positive stuff for him. So he's gonna try and build momentum. I will roll force dice. Else in there? Okay. Can I get a good roll for once? No. God damn it.
That is the opposite of a good roll.
Okay. Well, I can still do flow. So he will spend. Yeah, you used a lot of juice, and you can do that exact combo again because that was a lot of once per encounter stuff.
Yep.
So I will risk it for the biscuit. I will spend those 2 dark side pips to give him 2 success on his next brawl check.
Ooh.
And we will just heal 2 strain with the advantage. He tries to, crossbody punch you, but you're in perfect control. Block. Suddenly you feel like super refreshed. It's like there's not this oppressive, ominous presence weighing down on you.
I forgot to use knowledge of strength in my big combo. Oh well.
You can use it later.
Yeah.
So you easily block his punches, but you definitely start to as he gets ready to you're running out of room on your grapple. You definitely feel like he's trying to take some momentum fight. So now it's a PC slot, and if Camo wants to try and tangle him up real quick, he would want to go first. But Aramaa could also first and punch more.
I would like to punch more. What's up?
Okay. Would it be a whole thing to have to stare to prove the mask off, or did it have to be like the Sunder action, or what would that call?
I mean, you could do it as part of an attack action with Sunder, but you could just make probably brawl versus brawl, brawl versus brawl track to just rip it off his face.
Okay.
All right. Well, I would like to go for more punching. So with that, you get, rarapa, sussa, fa. It's not that great. And I'm already at 16 of 23. I don't like my strain numbers there. So
you also probably don't want to give me more free dark side points right now.
Nope. So I'll just give him a light tap. So that will be 7 damage. And I'll use that to advantage to heal 4 strain.
All right. He needs his strain too. He'll take the 1 because he's got 6 soak. So
Mhm.
you just thump him back.
I will use my maneuver, though, to maintain grapple.
All right. You just redouble the bind. Like, nope, not getting away.
If he's grappled, does it mean he's like, because it's harder for him to resist, and I like try to remove the mask?
I mean, you can try to remove the mask, but the effect of the grapple talent is just that he has to spend 2 maneuvers to disengage.
Oh, okay.
Aramaa has laid her hands upon him and got him in like a hold.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Asnats are like, I did not expect it to be like this long tendrils. Yeah.
Oh, that's long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Tentacle.
it would just be like a brawl check.
Yeah, it'll be brawl versus brawl. So, now technically his brawn is reduced, so you would roll versus 3 reds, 1 purple. But
Okay.
he doesn't get any adversary on this because it's an opposed check. So, you roll your brawl pool versus his brawl pool to see if you can wrestle the mask off him.
I want to upgrade. I want to upgrade on this, and I might do a thing to get 2 greens to this. Do I really want to? No. Okay. No.
I mean, this is I can tell you this is the last structured time combat encounter of this whole thing. So go big or go
Ah,
home.
fuck it. Sure. Yeah. I'm gonna do my thing that makes a quick fix to make this count as agility. So I take instead of using 3 dice at 5.
This does seem
So-
like kind of a good point for that. You think quickly.
Yeah. I'm gonna actually use a destiny to make this 2 yellows instead of just 1.
Sure.
'Cause I don't
Seems
really
fair. He's
have
got a lot of red dice.
because all my things that make it easier to do brawl are for like I just have it. It's easier for me to do brawl checks against rights.
Yeah, it's easier for you to punch droids. This man is flesh and bone. He is but flesh and faith, but is the more deluded.
Damn it.
Did
Oh,
something.
all right. I think take a strain. His gross face tentacles wrap around your bloodied wrist briefly. But you grab the mask and you just like makes a kind of a clunk sound as you pull it from his face. Ah! Spits his blood at you. Ah!
Not his spit blood.
You now
I think
have a spooky mask that is carved like some kind of weird demon face thing. It has a big emerald in it.
I better disengage since it's not near him.
Yep. You just like whoop, 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 whoop.
It's like okay,
So
I
you
did my
scoot to
thing.
short range.
I did my part.
I think this is a good point because you were standing in the door before he attacked you. Are you disengaging back out into the hallway or back into the museum?
I think into the museum.
Okay, so you kind of rotate back around behind Aramaa. All right. Okay, top of the round. Z's brand is gonna go.
Mhm.
Very upset. Powers like, how dare you unhand me? He's gonna go for making you unhand him
Mm-hmm.
with his fist.
Mm-hmm. Activate dodge to the max.
All right. I'm gonna spend a point so I get all my 4 yellows again. Yeah. No, he'll hold his maneuver. Actually, no. There's no way he's gonna make you pass out. He might as well aim. If he like knocked you unconscious, he could like step over you anyway. But nah, then he's gonna need those points. So we'll add the boost. We add 2 success and we add 5 force dice because we are trying to flow over here. Somebody. There it is.
That's a
Jiminy Crimbo. Okay.
Holy fuck.
There's my once in a lifetime good boy attack. Okay,
Like Aramaa.
so with just raw success, that would be 11 damage.
11?
6 plus 5. Well, 10. I guess technically his brawn is reduced by 1.
Yeah. Okay. So.
He has 2 ranks of feral strength, so he
Ah.
does plus 2 damage on melee. So yeah, you would take 10 before soak.
Mm-hmm. See, my soak right now is 7. Oh.
So much for dark pips being more frequent on the dice, guys.
It lied to you.
Hecking. No, I'll just take it. I'll just take the 3 wounds.
All right, he gets a good hit in. Pop.
Mm-hmm.
Probably pops you across the jaw.
I'm at 15 of 23 strain, so I'm just like.
All right, it was a decision. We will spend 3 of that advantage to crit.
Oh, here it comes.
Do you have any critical hits right now?
No.
All right, then just exclamation point crit. The point.
The darkness, it returns.
Ah, he hit you. How dare. We will spend the other 2 advantage to heal strain again. We're going to reverse our strain train, and I'll just do what I did last time and add 2 successes with flow.
All right.
He's getting into the rhythm.
Oh no.
Pop, pop, pop. He's building his combo up. Maybe he's gonna do his cheap exploit. Oh no.
Oh no.
Alrighty. Yeah. Well, now it's you guys.
I will go.
All right.
Actually, let me double check something in martial arts real quick, because I forgot if I know I can do. Is improved encounter or round? I feel like it's encounter, but I want to double check.
Yeah, I think it's precision strike is once per round, improved is once per encounter, supreme is once per session.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh no, fucking that's weird. No, improved is just once per round. Precision is
Okay,
just
alright.
Plus for
is nothing. I guess I can just fucking smash it as many times as I smash attacks. I guess.
Yeah,
That's weird, but okay.
that is kind of weird because I don't know how you do more crits per round than one anyway.
I don't know.
But all right, okay. It is what it is. So
It is what it is.
it's used, I think.
It is me. So, maneuver, maintain grapple, and
Alright.
then once per session, activate knowledge of strength. I increase my force rating by 5
All right.
for this one hit. Well, this one action. This one action is going to be to punch.
So you're rolling with 8 force.
Yes. Sorry, my brain just went for a second there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you know what? And you know what? You know what? I need destiny on my side. I'll take it. So that becomes 6 yellows. Rarapa. Sussa. Thank me. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, I probably should have done a smarter thing than crit you with my... Too late now. I had to have used a special power.
Wow.
All right.
That's what you
That's
wanted.
just-
Yeah. Okay. Well, you... I don't even know if you've got the strain threshold to use all those dark pips.
I don't, but I have enough to punch really hard a couple times.
All right.
So...
Well, if you don't spend any strain on Martial Grace, I think that's 11 right there. Which I could successfully parry.
No, then I'm gonna have to fucking take the Martial Grace because I need the damage. If I don't do the damage, I can't crit. So I will Martial Grace.
All right.
I Martial
That
Grace.
adds, what, another 5?
Yes.
All right, so that's 16, so you do 10, so that would be 4 wounds. Are you modifying the wounds anymore?
From there, no. It is now.
Okay. So he takes the 4. He is at 23 wounds out of a number.
I will now use that one advantage. I mean, that one light pip.
Light pip.
Light pip, thank you. To get 1 and crit, I will now spend another 2. Bring me up to 19 out of 23. To activate improved and do...
Overpowered, do it again.
Yes.
Hopefully the second time looks better.
I hope so. But no, I built my character about being able to do this.
There you go.
To do this really nice one gimmick. It's like I can
All
punch
right.
a lot.
How much juice do you want to give it? Because remember, you know he can parry up to 6, and he's at only 16 strain because he's healed a lot, so got some wiggle room left. You know he has 6 soak you can't pierce, so he can eat up to 12 damage. You're at about 8 right now. How much juice do you want to use?
I'm gonna split. I'm going to split my difference here a little bit. So I will be going 3 and 3. So I'll go with 3 success and 3 advantage. The
5 total success, so
So
8 plus 3 is 11.
I will be then spending 2 strain to activate Martial Grace for another 5.
17? No, 16.
And
All
then
right.
2 advantage, heal 4 strain, bringing me back down to 17. So I could probably do something still. And then just a free crit, a free flowing crit. How many were you up to?
No, you don't need to do that.
Oh.
Roll me a overpowered. 3 overpowereds you've done this encounter?
That was a 4, actually.
Or is it the 4th overpowered?
No, that was the 3rd, but I had the easy, super
3rd
easy.
overpowered,
And
stinger, horrific. So roll me a plus 50 crit because you've exceeded his wound threshold. He is at 33 wounds out of 25.
Crit plus what, 50?
Oh, it's compared.
Yep,
Okay.
plus 50. Because he's got 5 crits on him. If I'm counting right.
Again?
Is that literally the same thing you rolled?
Not the same number, but the same crit, yes.
Same number. It's an end result number, at least. I think. Yeah.
Roll
just
into the
said
crit
last
plus
time.
50 for me just to see.
$50.
Okay.
Is
that
that number
makes it
7?
worse.
The fuck? It all had 7. It's interesting.
Dicebot, are you okay? All right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he's fine. All right. He's just being weird. All right. No. Okay.
I got the number.
Would you do the free float and crit anyway for the plus 60?
Yeah.
All right. Roll plus 60. Go for your full Ara barrage.
To avenge your master's master.
Well, hamstrung. Yeah, you do the classic. Your punches sound like gunshots. Damn you! He flies across the room, slams into the wall. He exploded. Drops down.
One of his tendrils was probably broken.
No, I don't know if she was aiming for that. She just punched
Okay.
him a shitload. He lies there in a pool of his own blood, somehow not dead.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody should roll to recover strain if you haven't done that.
Okay.
I am totally doing that soon.
Resilience, right?
I will uncommit my brawn.
Nope, that's unless you've got a talent for that. It's discipline or cool normally, but
Commit
some of you have
stuff.
talents to do stuff.
3, 4. Where is it? What's my discipline? No, my discipline's 3. That's right.
I think dropping the commit is the incidental.
Wait, no, it's
You
different
feel
normally.
like- I choose to commit.
Oh, thank God. I'll heal 12.
Yeah.
Down to 5 strain. I feel
still-
really good.
For me, I can't roll. You normally can't roll cool for this, right?
No, it's cooler discipline.
Nah, shit. Well, otherwise, if it was, I would have totally rolled this number instead.
Yeah, you can roll that one. There you go. See? 4.
Hey,
You're good.
I'm now.
You need a special talent. I think it's hard boiled to roll resilience, and then some of you have like access to like one with nature that lets you roll survival instead, and Jedi can roll force pips with talents. It's a whole
Yeah.
thing. Alrighty, okay. Aramaa, you feel great. You've done it. You punched a guy into a brick wall.
Nice.
You're really glad you didn't punch him through some more brick walls or he blew up more brick walls, because otherwise you would have blown him up into the ballroom. That probably would have killed the party.
Probably.
So I assume you're gonna. Well, actually, this is a good question. Camo's holding the Madiri stone in a mask right now, and then also you've got an unconscious guy on the floor.
All right.
What do you want to check out first?
Well, the unconscious guy, I suppose.
All right. He's pretty badly beat up. I assume you're gonna, ruffle his pockets.
Yep.
All right. He is carrying some Sith battle bracers. They are +0, but they have the following stat line.
Pretty good.
So they're a +0 brawl weapon, but they have cortosis, defensive 2, or defense 2 for some reason, deflection 2, can use reflect, Once per round, you can spend a destiny point and suffer one conflict to activate improved parry or reflect without spending threats or despairs.
If I wear these, am I still considered unarmed though?
I mean, yeah, you can use your bare hand attack anyway.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Okay.
It's only covering your arms, not your hands.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought about how to do it. I decided on the +0 effect. I think that still counts for purposes of some of your stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
And you can only activate unarmed parry anyway.
True.
The destiny point effect is just free floating, as is reflect. So you technically don't have to declare attacks with the items. It's just I needed a way for them to work as quote unquote brawl weapons with weapon qualities. You also discover he never got to use them, but he's carrying a shitload of knives. He has a whole
Right,
bunch
you
of.
mentioned
He has like literally a dozen throwing knives in his inner pockets.
Are they
You
phase
have no
knives?
idea how he got those past security.
I mean, didn't you come through to the sewers?
No, he was here the whole time.
Yeah. No.
No,
No, the guy we fought. Oh, sorry, Wevu fought.
Both
no,
of them actually.
Yeah. No. I talked to this dude earlier, and I was all like, "I'm sus of this man."
Yeah, this guy came to the party to scope it out, and then he called his buddies up who were hiding in the sewers to come, build the extraction route and take care of the exit. He was going to break into the museum, meet them there, steal the stone, and go home. You may or may not find this out from some of them. It's funny how you capture the two worst guys.
The one that probably didn't need to be fully dead died. It just happened.
The Merc guy got. He is very dead out in the hallway because he was bleeding out earlier. So
Pretty sure I
Boots,
don't have
eventually
one.
in the dark, you find Wevu, sitting against a wall, breathing heavy, covered in her own blood, and also another guy's blood.
It's a lot of blood.
Because holy shit, there's a huge Defil, like that werewolf-looking guy just lying on the floor. You notice, some bits of his trophy armor that are left that Wevu hasn't completely scrapped off him. He's also wearing, you recognize, clone armor Vam blades on his wrists. You think he is only unconscious, not dead.
Yeah.
In
He's
this
also very
situ-
blurry and hard to see in the darkness. It's weird.
In this situation, what would Boots do?
I mean, if you tap the other guy, you might. It's a character. You he killed your family.
That's what I'm thinking. Well, would Boots go immediately to make sure Wevu is treated, then double tap, or double tap, then make sure?
I mean,
Wevu's
I think
treated?
it's valid either way because you've got your motivation is family. Wevu, you said earlier Wevu is like part of your family, but also this motherfucker did hurt your family. Also, you realize that Wevu just won a one-on-one fight with a guy who was badass enough to probably take down a clone assassin. Because clones have dedicated wetworks guys. That's where the really long Van blades come from.
Yeah.
And they are picked from the twitchiest, shiftiest clones. No, seriously. In the Revenge of the Sith video game, clone assassins are so fast that they can dodge Jedi attacks.
Yes.
Wow.
They are an elite enemy. So yeah, no, this guy took down one of those guys.
That makes it feel like Camo could really get promoted to one if we ever epilogue shit.
I mean, possibly if you wanted to get in there. But anyway,
Yeah.
I mean, I would say the fair thing is you might want to, pry the Van blades out of his cold, not dead hands.
I'll treat Wevu first.
Okay.
Not
Critical injury or
treat Wevu.
wounds?
Critical injury first.
All right.
That'd
What's
be-
your difficulty 4?
Yeah, that's a 4.
Well, thank God I just stolen this fucking med pack I used to heal myself up with.
An emergency med
Eat
kit.
it.
There's a style on the Van blade if you're curious. So Aramaa, you rifle the guy's pockets. You steal his bracers because of course you do. Are you gauche enough to just slip them on your wrist straight away?
No, not right away.
Wow.
You have failed to treat the critical injury.
That'd be a weak.
Boots, you're starting to think Wevu might need the hospital.
Yeah.
You're seeing these wounds are deep. You think there might be some permanent muscle or nerve damage in there. That's pretty bad.
Even if you picked, they wouldn't have gone anything the way.
Aramaa would
Okay.
like to call everyone up on the radio at this moment.
All right.
Well, it's probably at this point that Boots will probably call up and be like, gonna need some serious medical evac for General Wevu. Seriously injured.
All
right.
Well, let's
Probably that means that unless Aramaa or Wevu belays that, that probably means one of your gunships on standby is gonna come in with medics and do a Kazavac.
It's up to like our they want to be like.
Also, I
"Do
do
it
want
quiet."
to ask Camo. You are still holding onto the mask.
Yeah, we're looking at it. It's like, what is it?
Put it on.
I
No,
wouldn't do
no,
anything
no.
to him.
I think it's not for my kind of. I don't think it's for a
weird.
clone face. I think it's
So
for
yeah,
a
so
vampire face.
it's got a bright, almost luminous triangular stone. It's set into a golden headband in the clay. The mask is exaggerated features. Got some kind of aesthetic you don't have any lore, right?
Are you?
No, actually, I don't.
Yeah, you don't recognize.
Oh yeah, I think. Oh right, Revu does have stim packs on her, so Loth, so Boost can just
How many
yoink
stim
and stab.
How many stim packs?
I think I have like 3 or 4 on me.
Good. He'll stab you with all 3.
7,
So
6,
7
5.
plus 6 plus 5.
Okay.
So 18.
Okay. Good.
Here's the Midori stone. It's yeah. So Aramaa, you see Camo holding the mask, studying it.
Oh wow.
You hear
okay.
Boots on the radio calling for Kazavac.
Mm-hmm.
We should probably get this stone out of this thing and put it back.
No, we're just confiscating the whole thing, Camo.
Okay.
Like I said, it was the subject of
It is evidence now. He did break the case.
He did break the case. Like I said, and 2 people have tried to walk off with this thing right now. No matter what those college kids say.
Well, I think in
Shiny.
one I think was mostly harmless. This one I feel.
Aramaa, you have several
hard.
dots of lore, right?
Yes.
Would you like to make a lore check to identify the appearance of this?
I would
You have
like
some
to.
downtime.
I will come over to Camo and take it from
I'll
him.
hand her the mask because it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
she also has a bunch of masks in her office. It's like, okay, you probably won't this after the fact.
Well, this has to actually go into evidence first. And
I mean, after that, yeah.
You press circle, you wiggle the stick so you can look at the front and the back.
It starts vibrating when I start noticing a key detail. What's the
The
difficulty?
stone in it.
Let's go with hard. This is a little obscure, but not that obscure.
Then
So we're in the
We're
circle.
gonna check if you know your ancient lore.
well, let's find out. God damn it!
Okay, you don't know specifics. You think this looks like one of the ancient Sith art styles, but you're not exactly sure what era it's from.
Maybe you're open to look at it later.
Well, I don't want to have to explain to you. Well, I don't want to have to.
I mean, later. Not today.
Yeah, not
Today.
today. Not today.
Today should end on a good note.
All right. Well, anyway.
As Camo is like adjusting, is like thinking, is like wiping, is like looking at like his hand is still bloody. It's like
Yeah.
They should be a good day.
We should probably get to a washroom before we get out back to the ballroom. But yeah.
Well, I mean, you had a flying ambulance coming.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah. By the way, I spent a dark side point. When you guys turn back, the body's not there anymore.
God damn it!
God
There's
damn
just
it!
a
We
blood
should
stain
have
on the floor.
Oh.
Actually,
Actually,
that reminds me.
Where was
Oh,
it?
is
I
this,
was
is
like,
this
wait.
for us or for them?
No. Vampire guy.
Okay.
Aramaa didn't manage to punch his whole heart out. He's absolutely coming back for round 2.
Alright.
Oh yeah,
So-
I need to call in the clone officer to arrest this assassin guy.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
What,
Make
what do
sure.
you mean arrest this guy?
Arrest this guy, Boots. If you fucking cool him, I'm throwing you out. I'm literally throwing you out.
Yeah, Wevu would also be against cold cocking him.
Like you have the guy's beaten. You don't just pull the trigger immediately after that.
Well, yeah, he's
I
treating.
think
Weber
about
right
the
now.
other guy, but if it comes like
Sure,
I
if you-
up.
Sure.
Yes, I'm sure.
No, that's my response. I'm not saying, are you sure? I'm just saying, sure.
It's okay. He'll just use it at one of the empty stim packs. Put an air bubble in.
See, that's
No, I don't think there's rules for that.
yeah. About to say.
No, I like I said, I think So because there was an incident at the front desk check-in,
Mhm.
and also you did blow up a wall a little bit, and Camo called for backup,
Boots.
not Camo, Boots called for backup like twice.
Mhm.
Security probably does show up, and they're kind of like, "Wow, bloodstains."
Mhm.
Oh, hey, there's a dead guy. Oh, hey, there's a not dead guy. We'll take care of this.
I think so. The security people were hiding it when we were at the checkout.
Well, yeah, the one guy was at bag check, like ducked behind the thing, and was like, he's still shaking. He needs a shock blanket and a warm cup of calf, guys.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think Kev
He
was
just
trying
saw a
to
Tarantino gunfight.
I think Kev was trying to regret killing that guy, but it just happened. It was.
I mean, you did what you thought was a good plan. You run up and just shanked him, but then you realized, oh, I nicked his artery earlier. He is dead now. I probably should have done something about that.
Yeah, I feel like Boots is. I'm doing it now. Fuck. This is
Well,
probably not
Boots also
super
shot him, I think, afterward.
No, yeah, but I feel like Kev has weird feelings about the guy being double tapped.
Half weird feelings, character development, go.
It's weird, really, more considering how it's going to be a hindsight thing seeing this vampire dude and then this guy. Be like, that guy was way less bad than the other guys by comparison.
That was a perfectly normal gunfight I had with that guy, as opposed to shooting weird lasers out of his eyes. File that under shit I don't know about. But okay, so
Yes, a
You know,
perfect normal
I would
gunfight.
like to try and rendezvous with everyone down wherever Web was being cast back to.
well, like I said, I think a gunship's gonna come up, so they're probably gonna like pull her onto the roof.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And like again, unless you guys belay, you are technically above Boots in the chain of command. I think it's gonna be stretcher time.
I mean, if Boots is the man. If Boots says that Webu needs a cast effect, I'm not gonna be like.
I mean, yeah, she has a diff 4 crit. No, it's bad. He couldn't
Yeah.
do anything to fix it.
Yeah.
So like,
No,
this is like you need to go to surgery.
you need proper medical
yeah.
expertise instead
So
of just slapdash.
yeah. So no, I won't. So I won't belay that. No. So let's.
Yeah, so armored and uniformed clone medics will come up and stretcher Wevu out. You can walk and talk
Yeah.
while
let's walk
she's
and
being
talk.
stretchered.
Let's walk and talk.
The security shows up and throws a sheet over the one guy, throws the Defil onto another stretcher and cuffs him. They probably use a couple cuffs because he's huge.
Cover
And
his
they're gonna
legs.
haul him off down to the station? Question mark?
No, he goes to us.
All right. So you're gonna do your old jurisdictional pull. Okay.
Yeah, we are.
All right. That probably means another gunship full of clones shows up, and somebody with clone rank bars shows up and is like, "We'll take this from here, lads. Excuse me."
Mm-hmm.
And just don't worry, top men are on it.
Top
And
men.
most people in the ballroom are none the wiser.
No, I wanted to make the joke earlier, but it also wouldn't have been a joke. That if you let him miss another unleash, he was gonna blow a hole clean into the ballroom. But no, we did not go that far.
Yeah, so it's like the
Um,
ballroom. I feel like the party could still at least end.
Yeah. Just you may have to answer some questions about where Wevu went.
Mhm.
Because Wevu, you are full blown popped in the back of the gunship on your stretcher. A medical droid is running you an IV, and they're gonna haul you back to base.
Yeah.
Full blown treatment. As I assume in one of your hands you were just gonna clutch your lightsaber and not let go.
Yes.
Okay.
Also clutching the trophy, part of the trophy armor
Yeah.
tore off.
They probably try to take that from you, but then you're like, meh.
I just had the whole
Like,
horse
okay.
experience of being like, that dude wasn't that bad, but he also
You
was
just-
kind of
you
shitty.
just
It was
stare
kind
at
of
the
shitty. It's like,
They're trying to remove the
as
things
you
like
as you
Rick
calculate the war crimes, as there's this one powerful shot as Boots looks from wife number 8 to the Van blades in his hand with clone armor markings on them, and back to the unconscious guy, and you just saw Aramaa in a fucking full blown anime punch fight with a guy who was a space vampire who shot laser eyes.
I think I had the easiest fight of the night.
Yeah, I kind of figured, but you guys got plugged pretty hard.
Oh yeah,
How many
like,
wounds
yeah.
do you still have, Boots?
10.
Yeah.
I remember one shot did like 15 to me.
Yeah, no, it was rough. Plugged you right in the gut. He was a good shot. Yeah, no. It was really a rough night. So
Yeah.
you know.
Well, see.
Where was in Feel No Pain Land? I assume you, because you called the cavalry fully. They take custody of your dark side guy who's still alive. You probably hand them the mask.
Yeah, I'll hand them the mask, and I will let them know maximum security and alert.
All right. So we're gonna skip the infirmary and go straight to prison food. Got it, General. Clank, 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 clank. Hot, 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 hot. I don't know what I've been told.
Jedi. Jedi orders are mighty bold.
So they trot off. The remaining of you guys can wash up. Boots has been medically treated, so he is not dripping blood everywhere. Though he did absolutely have to, like I said, pack a peel and stick bandage to both sides of his guts. He did.
I'm
through
probably
bullet.
gonna go with them on the evac.
Okay, you want to ride back to base? You want to exit the party?
Cameron's just gonna
Yeah.
sleep himself then.
All right.
So just like down 5. So much. And
Sweet
down 1
stimmy
wound,
magic.
I can sleep this off later.
I probably got a big bruise somewhere.
Yeah, you got a little bit of a bruise forming on your jawline.
I'm gonna need some foundation. Just this is one of the moments I'm just gonna have to sneak back. It's like Europa, I need some makeup.
But much arched eyebrows, and she notices the bruise, and she's like, "Did you leave the ballroom and get into a fist fight?"
Better choice and all that.
As Camo comes back in with his wrist
Bandage.
brace.
Actually, no. Cameron's just bandage his wrist. He's gonna.
Yeah, you rolled you put your wrist in a little bandage.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
actually, this is another good point. You found an emptied 4 Cortosis bullets out of that nice shiny hand cannon you've got. Are you gonna bring that up to your boss too?
fine.
Hey, boss, look what I found.
Probably not, because I'm gonna go clean it up and engrave it and make it
All
a
right, you're
gift.
gonna
That's a
keep it.
private
So
thing.
you're not gonna show her the ammo.
I might show her
check-
the bullets later, but probably not
Okay,
the gun.
so you pocket them for now.
Yeah.
So Aramaa will hear about that later when ballistics eventually pulls the 2 slugs out of the wall.
Marlon was like, for now, no one should probably go into the museum for a couple weeks.
Of weeks.
Oh, John.
Oh, don't worry, they have a holographic police tape. It's all over it.
Yeah, it's renovations. Yeah, renovations. New light.
The janitor
I mean,
robots
repairs.
the janitor droids are out there spraying down all the blood all over the floor in sterilizing solution.
But I might have taken something to the chin. Don't worry, it's taken care of. As she says that she's like she hasn't put them on, but she's holding the bracelets probably in her hand, in one hand or something.
Yeah, probably looped around some fingers.
Camo's
So
probably
Europa
gonna-
will probably kind of lean in, check your chin.
Mhm.
I would
So
say
as-
something, but I'm not Medicore. You still got all your teeth?
Yeah.
Probably looks in there. Okay, you'll be fine. Bruises build character.
Then I'm cool.
Sorry, go.
Probably slips you hands you a little space makeup pad and slips you a stim pack.
So I will go to the washroom. All
right.
apply makeup. I'll just give myself
if
the
you'll
old
let her,
stab.
she'll probably palm your bracers while you do that.
Yeah,
With your hands.
do that. So
So you got into a fist fight. The museum is closed, and now you have some. Oh, I want to say 3rd Dynasty ancient Sith combat bracers.
it's just one of the things. I'm not sure you'd believe me. What happened if I told you?
I was there.
Oh, you're definitely gonna tell me.
It was
later.
great.
But we should probably. I think it's almost time for the dessert bar, so you should probably not be gone too long. I think some people noticed the building shaking, but they thought it was just the dance.
The building was shaking.
The DJ's like, the roof's coming down!
The building was shaking. We just do a smash cut to the janitor bots looking at the wall you punched a guy into after you blew it up with I-beams, and they're just like, "This is gonna take
Why?
weeks of plaster. Somebody hit me the quickcrete." They just start repairing the brick wall.
Oh man, I am DBZ now.
I mean, children.
Scruffy
Well, I mean,
Bubble Guy.
DBZ is the one where people like, are just, shaking entire foundations.
Yeah.
Plants, universes, whatever.
But you did when you committed to make your bronze 6, you didn't go ha. You got to do that next time.
I gotta do.
It was
that
more
next
like
Power
it
up.
was more like a deep breath, and then the aura emanates. But
I'm
Yeah,
more.
no.
I kind of more mentally. It's like,
Yeah, I mean, I think in this case it was definitely more like, because it's more on theme. It was definitely more like Hamon breathing.
yeah, just.
so on Camo's end, he probably wraps up the hand cannon and the rounds, and then puts it in the duffel with the rest of his
Yeah.
other things.
Yeah, because you put all
Washes
your
up.
stuff back.
Yeah.
Uh,
Up. And then probably
you also probably make sure to, because you would even if Wevu said that to Aramaa, you probably would have overheard it. You probably double check on Boots and Wevu's gear too, because she wanted her repulsor rifle back, and I think Boots dropped his DC-15
Oh yeah, I
to
guess I
grab
probably
number 8 during the fight, which I am assuming that much like Wevu's lightsaber, Boots is still cradling in his lap the whole ride home.
Yes.
if that assassin guy except and try to do something, you're probably just gonna shoot him in the face.
I mean, if you wait.
No,
till
no,
it's
they're
like-
riding in separate
Oh,
transports.
that's right.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
I would say if you
And
want to
I-
come and try to do something.
One's prisoner transport where there's there's probably half a dozen burly clones with shock batons just waiting for this guy to try something. Because
And
the
I-
general
I-
told him despite the fact that he is beat, bloody, unconscious, and covered in lightsaber scores, that he needs to go to maximum security. So
Yes.
they're ready for some shit.
So on Camo's side of it, after moving all the stuff around, probably gets back to the ball and adjust. I guess still tightening the bandage around his wrist
Yeah.
a bit. I guess goes talks about it. I guess to Miranda, and probably brings up some flirting about I feel like she probably questions about slight
She's
bruising
definitely
and-
self-aware to be like, the bandage.
there is a thing of don't tell me how I don't ask how I know this, but something happened and the Boots and the general had to leave for a bit. Probably can see them another time.
Well,
But,
she kind of gets a somber look at her face and says, "Oh, I hope it's not serious."
Boots made sure it wasn't, but she's probably gonna need to sleep for a bit.
Well, now it is time to move on from the program. Dancing is over, especially because I don't think you guys feel like any more dancing. It is
feel
time
like
for the dessert bar.
Desserts.
Camo probably did the slow dance Armando until the hour walked over, but yeah.
And now we have the best line of the text I have written. And so, after dealing with that situation, or our villains escaping into the night become a later subplot, our heroes are
Again.
free to partake in the dessert bar.
Yes.
Now it's time for something completely different.
So this arrangement includes sweet pastries, some of which are infused with alcohol, fresh and candied fruits, and dessert drinks, wine, brandy, port, etc.
Ooh, Randy.
They're laid out, but table seating is not provided, so you can sit at the bar or mill around in small groups.
Mm-hmm.
You may want to, throw a couple in a haversack to bring to Wevu.
Oh yeah, I was gonna box some for Boots and Webu later.
Doggy bag.
Sure.
Put them in those boxes
The
with
most essential part
plastic
of
top so
any
you can see through it.
So,
The most
the
essential
house
part of
brand
any
takes a
type
short
of
break.
experience.
You guys have gotten your pulse on the representative situation, so I don't think you need to do that. Is there anything else like socializing you guys want to do, or just the two of you left want to just take a breather, drink a little, eat a little, and then wait for Aramaa to deliver a big boy speech?
I feel like we're kind of. I was just Arma's at a table or at one end of the bar, and then Camo and Armando are at the other end of the bar, eating, drinking, just kind of enjoying the night.
Aramaa
for-
is definitely probably drinking a little bit heavier than she should be.
Oh, you probably are, but Europa's also probably next to you.
Europe is keeping an eye on you.
Mm-hmm. It's like,
She's
listen,
she probably definitely at least mutters something about wondering if you're supposed to mix Stimpaks and alcohol.
I'm not sure.
But, you know, you did get punched in the face, so.
yes. So, is there anyone
And now you're going to be haunted by a space vampire.
probably? Like everyone,
Especially when you have-
like literally, we're gonna get to the We're gonna get to the final mission. It's just gonna be a Mega Man boss rush of all these previous guys that we've just
Yeah.
kill.
It's the sad thing of being like,
He'll show up on Malachor 5.
We play the Wily Stage 2 music.
it's the sad it's the sad thing of he's gonna show up when we really don't need to be worrying about like fucking Sith vampires.
It's very good, guys. If you don't know Wily Stage 2 for Mega Man 2, it's one of the most iconic pieces of Mega Man music.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, and it sounds crazy because it's all MIDI stuff, but it works very well as a heavy guitar riff. Anyway.
Anyway,
Also, by the way, I would like to remind everybody, I did the thunder crash sound effect earlier. As you guys, you know, are wheeled on the gunships. It is raining. It is thundering. Very dramatic.
so, but
But it does seem like over the dessert hour, the storm does seem to be letting up. It's only a light rain now.
Is there anyone I didn't particularly want to talk to? No, Europa seems fine. Armanda seems fine. I hang out with.
Europa's more than fine. I was wondering if she should pop in, but I decided it makes more sense because Camo wanted to do that. But nah, she's good. She's been carrying her lightsaber broken down into components the entire time. She's super fine.
I feel like Kevin needs to go over to Aramaa for like a brief moment. It's like, so, General,
Yes.
I believe next time we ever go to a party, we should all have emergency underline detail. As he just like taps his own chest to his like own gear.
Normally, I'd say you're real paranoid, but considering we've had 3 incidences in the same party, I really can't say that you're not.
Also, you did see Boots. He already, you know, had to ditch his dress uniform jacket. Now he has to ditch his undershirt because it's got a bullet hole through it. Like, you know, maybe some armor layers wouldn't have gone wrong.
No.
But all right, that, you know, as you're kind of, you know, working on there, you know, you do kind of hear the call. You know, your speech will be soon. You should go up on stage and prepare.
All right. It's like,
And then after that, that's socialized time. But I suspect that you guys are probably going to take a discreet early exit.
probably.
All right.
So, you know, well, so Aramaa will, you know, quickly just, you know, kind of grab her Yoruba hand, give it a quick squeeze, and be like, "Wish me luck," and she's gonna move on to the back.
She probably goes for a you've been having a good time, a chaste peck on the cheek for luck.
Hmm. Yep.
As is the tradition of the Star War.
So, I will go to the back, and until it's time for me to give my speech, I will. Aramaa will go over what she is going to say.
You read your notes.
Mhm.
All right. Well, go ahead, take the stage. We've talked about this. You don't have to like literally give me a speech, but you know,
I
you got
do-
some time blocked out.
Yep.
Yeah, you want to deliver your points. At the end, you will make me because it's a pretty large crowd, a daunting leadership check to see how well your speech goes over.
So, actually, I forget. What is my reputation bonus at right now? Is it still just that 1?
I think you're +1.
Yeah, +1. Okay. Just saying. But Aramaa will take the strings. You know, lights will focus on her, dim a little bit, sit in the spotlight.
Yep.
And she will open the speech with thanking everyone for coming. You know, name a few people by names, call out people. You know, throw out a joke here and there. But then immediately move into talking about Soholiv when she first arrived, and the situation, how there was many problems and stuff, and then talk about how things have improved and how are things in the now. Again, you know, like calling out certain projects and what to talk. She speaks about the many achievements people have done and the projects we have completed to bring people together. cracking down on crime, the renovation grants, the flow of income, the rail project, the connection, the grav line, the connection of progress, the reaching out to the northern continents, all that stuff, all these things. And from there, speak of a future with peaceful nights and hopeful days. But from there, immediately she takes on a more somber and serious tones and speaks about how these days will not be possible with the separatist threat looming over Sohaliv. From there, she'll speak about the history of the many battles we've had, the victories we won, the victories we almost didn't win, and some of our losses. She'll then take this moment to give a brief eulogy on Master Lago.
I think it's appropriate that the people at home offer a toast at that moment.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me take a sip.
And from there, she speaks of the regrets of the inaction of not pursuing the separatists off continent. Aramaa's aura, I guess is the best way to say it, gets very, very hard at this moment. You feel the seriousness.
We do one of those crazy Dutch angle shots. We suddenly cut in like low and kind of like up there. The light plays across your face just right.
Mm-hmm. And very short and curt tone, she expresses the intent not to let this go on any further. And announces a plan for everyone to hear, emphasizing the everyone. The plan to take the battle to the separatist continent, a grand offensive.
Right.
She speaks of that
the clones are probably like openly already clapping.
Mm-hmm.
They know what's up.
They
Ready
know
to party.
She speaks of how this will. Oh man, I wrote this.
Sorry, I'll remove it.
No,
No, that's fine.
No, it's fine. I realize
He's working from his notes.
Yeah, I have a grammatical error in here, and it threw me off.
I hate when that happens when you write something and you
Yeah.
get a
Oh, that's the worst.
And so you're going to read. I'm like, wait a minute.
Hold on, that teleprompter's wrong.
Yeah.
Shit.
So,
I want Bergen.
I have to live edit? Fuck. This is why proofing is important, kids.
Mm-hmm.
Always be proofing.
She basically says, like, she doesn't say this isn't necessarily a fight to the finish, but this is a fight. This is a fight to the end.
All right.
Mm-hmm. She then, bows low and closes off with thanking many people again, asking them for their patience and their support as we are going through some hard times.
All right.
And what would you say?
Go ahead and roll me that leadership check. Daunting, yeah, 4D, because it's a big crowd here, and also you're being broadcast.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I have another fluff point that we probably should have handled before
Oh.
you did the speech, but we can get to it.
Oh.
I was just gonna say, Prilla One is probably gonna ask you where Wevu is because she's her chaperone,
Mm-hmm.
and she's gonna be like, hey, "Where'd she go? Isn't she supposed to watch me?"
He's busy.
And it's like,
You must watch yourself. Aramaa's third test.
well,
Sorry,
No.
I'm just reminded of some lovely dialogue you get in Guardians of the Galaxy as you're beating up space cultists. As Gamora takes down a guy, Quill will shout out, Gamora's first commandment, thou shalt stab. The bands are great. Anyway.
Aramaa will actually be a little truthful with Priyanka. It's like, cause honestly, well, I don't think like the cast evac probably was completely unnoticeable. They probably noticed that something like happened, but she's be like, Aramaa would be like, there's an incident and Wevu had to return to base for a bit of treatment.
Oh, I hope she's okay.
She'll be fine.
I'll have to send her a card. Company card.
For an interview. What happened? But
She just assumes Tubes a clone rides the third time.
Oh no!
He's got Tubes things to do.
Tubes things. But Aramaa will. No, she's been okay as long as she hasn't been trying to get some sort of weird interview. She's been acting all right. I think she'll be okay for this last little bit. I will just ask, this is like, just party's almost over. Don't
freak anybody out.
Don't freak anybody out, and she can do whatever.
All right, yeah.
Don't
Go ahead,
fuck it
make your
up.
leadership check then. I'll say this also for the audio version as well, because this was the video. But I imagine through the whole speech we have a montage. We cut to Aramaa on the stage. We maybe do some like sepia tone flashbacks. We cut to like Boots and Wevu riding on the gunship, hearing it over the speakers. Camo sitting at the bar, in the back, maybe a little muffled. Probably do some smash cuts to around Sohaliv, street urchins listening to like a little portable radio in an alley somewhere. Survivalists camping out in the wilderness, listening. The nomads in the north powering through a blizzard, listening it to on their little radios with some extra lo-fi static. Back at Clifftop House, Armanda's sister Harley and the security guy are clustered around a campfire listening to it on their overly sized radio. It's being played over the speakers of the Liquid Sunshine, etc. And let's see how it went, how the people responded.
I just need to check my talents to see if I get just free blues. I want blues.
You also reroll
On
from that? I
leadership,
forget.
do you have the command talent?
I believe I do.
That would be 1 boost per rank in command.
Yes. Okay. Then I have my reputation bonus, and then
Which does count because you're making a social party.
Advantage because I'm dealing with Sohaliv, and this is not negotiation. I don't even have it on me, so.
Well, we can add force to this just in case.
Oh wait, I also have an advantage because expensive jewelry. I can't. Wait, this is audio.
What?
Well, I guess.
No, it's on social checks. It counts.
Okay.
It's video broadcasting actually too.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, there's probably some video.
Champion, bronze, sense of motion. Is sense of motion leadership? No, that's.
I think leadership is like one of the one skills it isn't.
Yeah. Because I want to do good
I
on
do
this.
believe you get to roll a influence power check though with this though,
Yes.
because
Leadership.
once again you have to buy like 4 upgrades to get like physical skills, only one of which is combat. But you can buy 1 upgrade and get all your social skills.
Yep.
It's great.
At least it's not a base power.
Here we go.
That would be lucky.
Pretty big check. Yeah, it's pretty decent.
Let's go with 4-4 then.
All right, yeah. You can barely be heard giving your final thanks over the standing ovation of the crowd. Big claps, shaking the rafters, cheering in the streets, fireworks going off. Woo! The clones back in the bay at home. Listening to this. Mynir and Business on Patrol breaking a cheers. Some traditional, war cants, stuff like that. It's all great.
The background music is swelling.
Yes.
Yep.
And at the very end, it takes that very slight tinge of the Imperial March beats. But still on an up note, still in a major key. Not spooky, just a little like, what was that? What was that leitmotif? Hold on.
This is the finale of like, I feel like this entire ball was basically the end of season movie.
This was definitely something. Like if this was regular ass TV, this is probably like a 5-parter because it's hard to solve your problems in 20 to 30 minutes.
Again, it's why I think it could be like
TV time.
a 2-hour long movie or something.
But all right, so you deliver a rousing speech. Like I said, cheering. You get claps on the back. Everything going your way. And after this time, it's for officially what's on the program? Social time, yeah. So you got like an hour and a half of just social time before the venue closes. The lights go up, they take all the food away, the barman winds down, the music is light. So you have a second to kind of collect yourself.
Yep.
Perhaps you'd like to step out onto maybe step out onto a balcony into the fresh night air.
Yeah. I think I will. I have many thoughts. I have feelings.
You step out onto the balcony. You kind of look up at the sky. And then there's kind of brief, kind of like an electronic hum, and then like a giant light bulb being turned on. Bonk! A hologram appears, literally in my notes, but not so fast, in all caps. So you step out onto the balcony, and are interrupted by a broadband holonet transmission. A massive holographic image of a Bombix female in a noble's cloak is projected over more Iridu. Gasps in the crowd.
They're projecting this.
This is apparently being projected all over the place, too.
Mm-hmm.
I have also got cliff notes for my speech, but a brief speech will ensue. The figure introduces herself. She's like, "Greetings, people of Sohaliv." I probably can't do it right now because we've been doing this for like 2 hours, but because she is a bug lady, there should be a bit of a dry rasp there, but I don't have the juice to make that work. A lot of effort, but kind of, yeah. Because, she doesn't have lips. It's all carapace. I am Commander Seluna Calixton, the Confederacy of Independent Forces, Independent Systems Forces on Sohaliv. I will spell that name. In character, Aramaa doesn't need to know how to spell that name. She knows how to spell that name already. She makes, broad sweeping gestures. She says, "I'm sorry to interrupt your evening, but I must plead with you, speak with you on the matter of peace. We are here as an extension of our efforts to build a better, brighter future for the galaxy. We only want what the Republic has given you, but only after we arrived. Increased economic and political independence. Reduction in crimes such as smuggling, piracy, and shipjackings. And also to reduce the red tape of the Senate bureaucracy and excessive taxes and tariffs that only benefit the core worlds, not you in the Outer Rim here. We have not invaded your territory or attacked your infrastructure." Yeah, I know, it's not true. There's lies. There's a little bit of lying here. And you must see, good citizens, that the Republic Senate is a tyrannical entity, and Supreme Chancellor Palpatine has granted himself unprecedented wartime powers when we merely wish to secede. You will only be able to truly self-govern if you organize with like-minded worlds, fundamental political goals of our Senate. So please, stay free of your Republic's war. Consider strongly the secession party and gain our further political and economic benefits. And I would, of course, like to extend the alliance of my own people's government in exile, as we have settled here, because the Republic has falsely ousted Sedicus's rightful government for their own political agenda. So please, be at peace. Do not engage in them. Economic benefits and political benefits will come to you. Good day. The hologram kind of drops down. But Aramaa, as you're standing on the balcony, it looks like it shrinks. It's smaller and smaller as a little hologram drone draws closer. The figure of Commander Calixtan stands there, and she just kind of, ranges herself a little bit of preen and says, "Good evening, Lady Jedi. It has been some time since we have spoken."
Aramaa, it's kind of not okay, but she tries to mask herself, and she'll give a bow and be like, "It has."
I thought this planet would be nicer, but the rain is so different from Sedicus. Rains all the time, and the mud. I don't know how you can stand it here.
Aramaa just, takes a deep breath and is like, "It has its charms."
You would say that, wouldn't you? No matter. I have learned many lessons since we fought last. I was overprideful before. Hiding in the willowy halls of House Kazakhstan. My walls were of wood and silk above. Oh, it was not a good defensive point against your metal and fire. Oh, so bracing fire. I must say, though your people used it first, I have found something bracing about the smell of flamer fuel. How about you? Pointy glares. Wiggly and
Aramaa,
staring
you
into the
just
cold dark of your soul.
takes
Bitch.
a deep breath and just be like, Kazakhstan? It's like, Kazakhstan?
Yes?
She is. Aramaa is surprisingly tongue tied at this moment, but she's trying to get something out. And so, like, I can cannot take back what was done to your home.
That is very true. There are many things we cannot take back.
And Ben's is like, but there's a little bit of edge in his, but it will not go the same way this time.
Oh, I suspect not. This time, when I leave you for dead, lying cold in the mud, I will make sure you're dead myself, instead of merely assuming it to be. You're quite a hard woman to kill, Aramaa. Though I cannot yet say I have devoted my full attention to it. Kind of flexes her hands.
And so
But I must keep focused. This is not merely personal, though I would love to take my revenge for the loss of Sericus and the death of so many of my mothers, my sisters, the people of the household. But strategic goals. After all, I have heard directly from Head of State Dooku and Supreme Commander Grievous that if we can be successful in this sector, I can be promised sufficient resources to retake Sericus. She pops one. That's probably too wet of a sound if you heard that at all, because it's chitin on chitin.
Mhm.
It's kind of a dry, bony scrape of, fingers into her palm. The Reconquista will be glorious. It will be a shame you will not be there to see it. But I have heard so much. A full offensive. I will be glad to meet you on the field. I hope you won't mind if I let my forces take their chances first.
Aramaa, just Aramaa will. Oh, what's the best way to explain this? Well, harden resolve, and it's like, and just be like, this is your one chance to leave.
Oh, no. There will be no retreat this time. No fleeing in disgrace, skirts between my legs. No. I've learned, I told you. This time my walls are tall and deep and of stone, and I will make you pay for every inch when you come calling.
Very well.
You can obviously you have past experience with this character
yeah.
that the audience is just seeing, but
Mhm.
you can tell that she's not joshing you when she says she's learned. There's definitely a lot of pride. You might even say hatred,
Mhm.
but she still has enough of a tactical mind to keep her eye on the future. She has strategic goals, but still very prideful. This you get the sense without needing to roll anything. This is not something she is gonna let go easily. You're locked in now.
Mm-hmm. And then so and she will Aramaa will just finish this with like, you may have learned so much, but you have not learned the most important thing.
Oh, gonna leave her hanging?
Mm-hmm. Aramaa is just gonna turn on a heel and just says, "Don't worry, I'll teach it to you one day." And she's going to briskly leave the balcony.
There's probably a little chuckle. Oh, that will be so much fun. See you soon. You can hear her. That's probably not how that sounds with Chitin, but you know, she tries to blow a kiss and then the hologram dies and the little drone drops to the street.
Mm-hmm. Aramaa is definitely not in a party mood anymore.
No, I think it's time to go home.
Oh, yeah.
I may have deliberately written this to ruin the party at the end.
Hey, General, what is Sericus? Where is Sericus?
Sericus is in the colonies, I think. You guys looked it up when you first you guys first heard or saw Commander Calixtan. You didn't know who she was at the time, but you saw some holo recordings of her. I think she yelled at you once, or yelled at Boots.
I took a recording.
I'm actually
of her.
kind of sad that Boots isn't here because Boots absolutely would have interrupted her, and she would have had some cold, deep hate shit to yell.
Mm-hmm.
The weirdest, if Camo wasn't at a different location than where it was happening, probably.
Well, I mean, you saw the whole big speech, maybe not.
No, yeah, it was more like because it's like Camo has nothing to say for that. It was more the personal talk of Aramaa. He probably had something to say, but he wasn't there for that.
Nope.
He probably heard Aramaa say things, so it's like, what
Maybe
happened to you on this planet? But yeah.
I'm sorry. So, Camo, what exactly are you saying to Aramaa? Because I'm a little confused about where you're going with this.
Oh, he was asking. He was like, "What did you do on that planet?"
Victory.
Aramaa kind of looks to the stars. She's like, "I lived, I loved, I lost, and despite it all, I still won."
If you want to double check the full outline of Sericus and the Bomix's fictional history, because I made it up.
Yep.
So we had a discussion about the kind of people that Aramaa fought previously, and I decided on a textile community, a heavy producer in the. Let me double check where it is.
Oh yeah, like the silkworm people.
The Mid-Rim. So this was her
Oh, yeah.
previous offensive. She described it to Wevu.
Right, they're like the silkworm moth people.
Yeah. So yeah, they're grown to full adultish height, known for some various things, and they have a noble merchant houses structure. House Calixtan took over the planet for the separatists, and captured a lot of the other leading houses, and the Republic was like, you can't do that. And poor little old Aramaa was sent to go deal with that problem, and it worked. Seluna talked to you, and she did mention, her previous stronghold was Aramaa can remember it like it was yesterday. It was a lovely building of natural and carved wood with silken banners everywhere, and lovely canvas roofing. It was all very fragile, very weak to artillery strikes.
Yeah, very flammable.
Yeah, and she's learned her lesson. No, she's crawled somewhere in a deep dark stone hole, and she's not joking when she says she's gonna make you pay for the inches.
Mm-hmm.
She also did name drop Count Dooku as the head of state and General Grievous as the supreme commander.
Oh yeah, this is a. So don't forget, I had this as a weird thing in mind of when Camo was drinking with Armanda. He came to the discovery of being like, "Oh, actually, Armand, can you stay a day in Moriarty? I will join you when you leave. You just give me a day. I'm gonna take. I'm gonna go.
You gonna get your vacation days right now? Well, I
Yes.
suppose. I don't have to go right back. Train's not built yet,
Not.
So yeah, I think we're gonna transition to the magical downtime.
But also, I wanted to end it with a bit of Camo asking Aramaa, I guess, at the end, that there's like, "Boss, I know this is awkward to ask, but
Can I get a
I'm
couple
gonna
days off?
yeah, can I? I'm gonna start cashing in vacation until we do the offensive, starting tomorrow."
Well, normally
Can I
this
use my paid vacation days?
Normally this will require a bit more forewarning and a bit more paperwork. But what the heck?
I think there's blood on Camo's shoes.
It's not like
There's some blood on a lot of you guys hidden in some places. You guys should really go home and shower.
you know what they say, Camo. Eat, drink, and be merry. For tomorrow, we may all die. And Arama's just gonna honestly walk away.
I feel like the droid army theme should like cut in now as the camera shot just stays on the empty space where the giant hologram was projected for a second. Walk away. All right. Okay. We in downtime.
If I'm dying, I'm bringing down everything with me.
Wevu really needs to go into surgery.
Mm-hmm.
She may or may not need a cybernetic implant to restore full functionality. The doctors will probably figure that one out. How many wounds you still have, Boots? Like 10? Yeah, once you get back to base, the doctors are probably gonna throw you in a back to tank.
Yeah, I figured.
Because you're not in a good way. They're gonna be like, one of the clone medics or maybe one of the Jedi healers will be like, "What happened to you? You went to a party. You've been shot. What kind of party was this?"
There's like
A lot of
four different groups of party crashes.
Okay. The local doctors will attempt to fix Wevu's crit.
It's exhausting,
Okay.
but they did it.
Oh, Wevu probably has a bad time in surgery. With
Have to, like,
3 threat.
uncoil nerves.
Yeah, no. Depending on how Wevu feels about anesthetic, there's probably a lot of like sucking on the oxygen machine. They gotta call in extra orderlies to like hold her down, and work on everything. Because, damn, are you injured?
Yeah.
And you probably pass the fuck out or wake up in the hospital a couple of days later, and a nice doctor will explain that they did the best they could, but you appear to have some permanent nerve damage in your upper body. You should consider looking into cybernetic implants to replace it, or you're gonna need a lot of physical therapy. They're talking like you should. The doctor tells you, Wevu, you should leave the front for like 6 to 12 months to rehabilitate. And they also probably hand you one of those little hand exercises.
Right. I was just like, listen, alright.
All right. What's back to 2 per hour or 2 per 2 hours?
If he has the
Well, he can't treat himself, so.
Yeah.
well, I'm just saying the healing amulet just works no matter what.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
I don't think you can wear that in the back to tank.
Oh, well, you're screwed then.
They make you go down into like your space underoos.
Space Undy.
Probably. I mean, he'll just have like a good night's sleep in the back.
Where's my healing? Natural healing. Back to tank. You can go back to tank characters 1 per 2 hours, so you need 20 hours basically. So yeah, Boots spends a day in the can. Camo files his paperwork and goes on a nice, relaxing vacation.
Oh yeah, before that, I'm gonna pack a lot of my things.
Yeah,
We
that's
don't
fine.
need to- Also, do I need to
You
make a
need-
check?
you
But I'm
can worry
going to clean this. I'm gonna clean the big iron and I'm gonna engrave it.
All right. Yeah, it's no problem.
Okay. I'm not
No
sure
check
what
required. That's all there.
Yeah.
You can pack up whatever stuff you like for your little vacation.
I'm probably gonna
Is it
put
this
some-
point? Are you gonna turn over the Cortosis bullets to your boss?
I'm gonna bring him up about like.
Because
I guess,
ballistics
yeah,
are gonna
but
find
I-
him soon.
Oh yeah, I guess they would be like in a box or like a bag of like the rounds. I don't know if it'd be a scene of like if it's on her desk or them talking about it, but it's like this is probably a hard question to ask, but can we find more of these?
I mean, you guys know a source of Cortosis. You can gunsmith.
That's like Aramaa kind of looks at the jacket.
Ma, you've handled enough cortosis to know these bullets are cortosis jacketed. This is pure refined cortosis too. This is the kind that makes your lightsaber go bleh for a little bit.
Camo, why do you want these kinds of bullets?
How many Dark Force users have we fought?
How many lightsabers have we fought?
Good question.
A couple.
Wait a second.
A couple.
Yeah.
And so, like, for you to use this, you would have to carry an entire another gun already adding to your kit for a very, very specific circumstance.
You could probably come up with another solution.
Yeah.
It's like, Camo, you're good with a gun. You're good with a gun as is. I'm afraid of getting shot by you with your gun. If I don't have my lightsaber, out, I might die from a shot like that. You don't need, Aramaa just kind of tosses them. You don't need those.
All right.
By the way, what do you guys want to do with the Verpine the Verpine Shatter Rifle? Also in evidence.
I mean, does
Probably
anyone
sell it to. I was thinking we might want to sell it to pay for Wevu cybernetics if needed.
I mean, if you guys want
Might
to
be a
sell
good
it,
idea.
I don't care.
Otherwise, it might be something to keep just as like an emergency tank rifle.
Fun gun.
I mean, I could probably sell it for a pretty penny.
It's
Like
worth a
30K.
fuck ton of money.
For 30K.
I told you this is the Gucci handbags of sniper rifles.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll probably just sell it at some point.
All right.
But
Because if you guys got any serious downtime stuff to do besides just role playing, we can cover that. But like obviously we need to do healing. We may or may not, if Webu wants to go that route, we may or may not want to have some of you take a crack at cybernetics crafting. Because I think she would need, unless she's going to voluntarily amputate one of her arms, she would need a custom implant to repair the damage without.
Yeah, cyber nerves.
Yeah.
Like something out of the sprawl or something.
Cybernetic crafting.
Yeah.
what skill does cybernetics use?
Mechanics.
Oh.
You can use a custom skill, but I'm like, I don't think we need to bother. It's not going to be a big a deal.
Yeah.
As funny as it would be, because I'm sure Boots could be like, "Oh, a skill to build medical cybernetics. I'll buy 5 points." Don't actually do that. It would that would be the shitload of XP.
Yeah.
No, I don't think we need to go that far. But the cybernetics skill is cool, but nobody went down that route, so we'll, just get in there.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh well, you've got plenty of time to decide what you want to do. The doctors say you should go to rehab for like 6 to 12 months, but we all know you're not going to go to rehab for 6 to 12 months.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Aramaa probably spends her downtime interrogating people and solving crimes. Ballistic, traces the dirty money payment to Fabi Norpink from some separatist accounts, which you figure out about separatist slush fund accounts because you've got like half a dozen ELF guys who are all willing to talk for reduced sentences. Scary McShadowman Werewolf doesn't say anything. He just sits in the room with his arms folded and just goes. He also probably looks like a werewolf mummy because eventually somebody from Medical gets down there and probably swathes him head to toe in gauze. But Fabi Norpink cracks like an egg. Blah, blah, blah. The senator doesn't respect me. Nobody respects me. The separatist offered me a shitload of money and to retire to some beach somewhere on a corporate pleasure planet to arrange the senator to be assassinated, possibly on live TV. Blah, blah, blah. Politics wore him down. The corruption is inherent in the system. Blah, blah.
Usual stuff you hear from other corporate assassins.
All right. Well,
I don't know how many separatist assassination attempts Aramaa has stopped, but yes, this is probably a similar tune.
Or like at least other ones other Jedi have brought up.
Alright, okay, well. Since it was attack on a senator, this probably goes up the chain. We'll probably have to have someone come pick him
Oh
up.
yeah, that reminds me. Actually, there's one more thing that is waiting for Wevu, and she wakes up in the hospital.
Okay.
Somebody has sent you a gift basket,
I was just like, well, it was just like,
and by gift basket I mean
Dressed up as a gift basket.
gotta find it. Sorry, I'm scrolling. I should remember this in pre-prepped.
it's fine.
Yeah, here it is. You are left in with a ribbon on top, an SSG Mark II Paladin blaster rifle. This is the specific blaster rifle model used by the Republic Senate guards. Because you took a bullet for a senator, and they remember this shit.
Oh, it's a ceremonial.
Already superior
Yes.
too.
It's got a ceremonial look, but also can be actually used. So,
And
Wow.
integrated stun prod.
so they do not know that it is unrelated, but the Senate guards that were with the senator heard you got put in the infirmary afterward, and they know that you took a bullet for a senator, so they sent you something nice.
Huh. Roll is just gonna be, huh.
Hey, you can put it behind your desk like I put all my weird shit.
Yeah, I was like, how do I even... Okay.
Stun prod built in. It's a really nice gun because it's got Pierce 1 stun setting.
Yeah,
Superior
Webu
auto fire.
just...
Still got 2 hard points or something.
Yeah, Webu just take that with her and just like, reminder, how to write a card.
You've been through hell today, or yesterday you went through hell, but you did a lot of good.
Yeah.
Which is kind of Webu's theme nowadays, honestly, I guess.
Now, don't ask me where the stun prod is hidden, but this is the prop because this has appeared on screen.
It's integrated probably in the tip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. Actually, yeah, you can see a little silver ring there. Yeah, so probably, yeah, you just poke him with the business end and stun him.
Bizarre.
Yeah.
There's probably like a switch on the side of it or something that activates it.
Right. Okay.
So
That'll
yeah,
just go behind the desk. Dropped.
put a nice shiny trophy case. But yeah. So if you guys want to do actual downtime stuff, we can. Like I said, we're only at about 2 hours.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Camo goes on holiday.
Holiday.
Probably
Holiday.
speed shooting, hunting, and then maybe some other weird things in West.
Hunting,
Aramaa,
picnics, sing-alongs, snogging.
As
What was
Aramaa
that
have
last
fun
one?
with the
Shush.
Shush. I'll probably see Europa bug off because she's probably gonna go back up to the heckin'.
Yeah, she spends a couple of extra days. If you let her, she would love to do some archaeological analysis on those bracers and that weird mask.
Yeah, I'll let her.
Yeah, she lets you. She warns you in the exact same tone Master Lago warned you about using weird artifacts you find on the ground. The bracers are clearly made with Sith alchemy. It makes them resistant to lightsabers, and also they will stop blaster bolts. But it seems to be an inherent part of their chemical makeup, so they should be safe to carry. Be warned, they may have additional powers. Sometimes they glow.
Sometimes they go.
She tells you about the mask's effect. It is she's able to tell because you only got an advantage on that. It is definitely a classical mask of the Sith species who have been extinct for thousands of years. It looks like it's maybe meant to resemble the Masasi warrior class or maybe the Kasai priest class. You're not sure.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely it's a ceremonial mask. It's very exaggerated. The Madiri stone does appear to be some kind of very concentrated kyber crystal, which amplifies negative force juju in it. And if she wasn't for the preservation of artifacts, she would tell you to probably take a claw hammer to it, because it is not a pleasant object.
Well, then I'll just put it away with the rest of my weird masks and stuff.
All right. You ominously place the stone mask in your vault.
Along with my funeral mask, my lesser masks, my freaking...
And you just really hope this one doesn't talk to you in your sleep.
Weirdly enough, you can also put this one on if you just want to go crazy mode.
No, the one I'm putting on when I go crazy mode is the Dothraki funeral mask. Because again, I'm really looking about just getting misdirected and being like, I am not here. Punch!
I
also like the idea of like, if I doubt we'll ever do this, but if we ever did like a rebellion era thing, all this weird loot we'll find somewhere in the ruins of this facility.
No, trust me, when Aramaa goes to the final battle, she's going to the 9s. Like, I haven't used the Diadem of Dominance, but it's always in the back of my head. As good evil artifact should be.
Mm-hmm. I love to give you evil tchotchkes.
Mm-hmm.
They're so much fun.
Oh yeah.
Listen, everything's so much more fun when you do this little bit of mysticism.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so after a couple of days, Europa has to head back north.
Mm-hmm.
She tells you to take care of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
She's got about her business. Good luck with your offensive.
Mm-hmm.
Remember to practice with your lightsaber so you don't get punched so much. What? Skirt comes back after 5 days in the jungle with an enormous. Actually, no. She probably went on endurance. She comes back with a collection of many swamp jaws. Just like how you hang up shark jaws.
Mm-hmm.
She's just got like a 5 or a swamp jaws.
Gotcha.
I was like, just ask your get many points.
Yes. She kind of hands you one of the smaller ones. Here, this would look good on your wall. It's good for your space feng shui.
I'll thank her and I'll be like, yeah, I'll put it up.
It's a sign. Scorekeeper. Did you get punched while I was gone?
It's just one of those things. It's like, apparently there was a lot more points at the party than I thought there would be.
A lot of points, actually.
Well, it would not have been as fun. Kind of tromps off,
Mm-hmm.
muddy lizard prince.
Mm-hmm.
Scorch.
All right.
Holy crap, you caught a Shiz-7. And he's big. Maybe you are not wrong. If he gets out, I will take his... If he gets out like the last one, I will take his points. Squatch.
He probably has a lot of points. Many, actually.
Well, he's been captured, so he lost all his points. But if
Okay.
she saw his trophy armor, she would have been like, man, this motherfucker had a lot of points. Sucks to be him. He got captured. Again, I reiterate, you honestly, you could probably bypass the process a little and go for a summary execution. Wherever this guy's going, it's probably going to involve a long walk and a short drop, because I would like to remind everybody his trophy armor included the braids of Padawans.
Oh, that's like high crime. That's like beyond high crime.
Like, I don't know if the Jedi do the whole samurai execution where a temple guard takes your head off with a lightsaber, but like, no, this is like the best this guy can hope for is to fall into a deep dark pit somewhere where they forget him.
Well, the guy who did the attack on the senator will have to send upstream. Like I said, it was an attack on the senator.
Yep.
But like I said, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna have this guy just murdered in the fucking streets. No, there will be a trial. There will be a
Quick
judgment,
one, but a trial.
And then most likely, yes, there will be an execution.
Yeah. Is everybody okay with clone firing squad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 paces in turn. All
I
right.
assume probably within a week or 2 weeks or so. Yeah.
It depends on how fast Aramaa wants to roll the bar, but yeah. No. You guys don't
I guess
do a
after
lot of
some-
military executions, but no,
Mm-hmm.
I guess after some questionings, if he knows what his boss is, but he probably doesn't say anything. So yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know nothing from nobody.
So
If your bullets can take me, I invite you to try.
Thank you.
Ah, I have the endure power. I could do this for a long time.
It's like-
Honestly, no. Yeah, no. If you do want to go the firing squad route, yeah, it probably takes more than a couple volleys to actually drop this guy. It's a little freaky.
Yeah.
I mean, we could just. Who did he fight? Wevu?
Yeah. Yeah, he put Wevu in a hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we'll just do. Yeah, no, we'll just do the firing squad.
All right.
It might be actually
There's a
take to
very
kill him.
spooky and intimidating scene where this guy takes 5 blaster rifle shots to the chest and is just like, small time,
My God, this guy's just Rasputin.
and then blam again, and he's just like, more, come on,
And then they shoot
do
him
it.
in
I
the
want
eye.
you to do it. Probably
they-
by the third one, then they actually get him.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that they have to get one of the snipers out to actually try.
No, they're just using DC-15 full boy rifles. But yeah, they get him. There you go.
Okay.
We could call this Rasputin, but I think that would be out of context slightly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to call this one the final countdown. Have we used that already?
No, I don't
No.
think so. This
Oh,
could
we
be the final
haven't?
countdown.
I don't know. I think I might want to, like I said, unfortunately, not much downtime stuff for me. I might want to maybe make some fucking forced elements for next time before he's usually be like, I'm just gonna give you a bunch of failures. I'm like, I don't like that.
Need some protection talismans. If
Yeah, Ebflow is a freaky deaky power. I love it a lot.
Can you make a talisman that says no to being debuffed by force powers?
To what?
Yeah, that's what you can do a talisman. It upgrades your defense.
Yeah.
And since you guys are player characters, you get to upgrade active opposed rolls, and I think even other checks that involve force powers as well, if it works. You can get like ability to be more resilient to stuff.
Trying to find the damn thing.
There is also straight up a force power called suppress, which is to shut
Yeah.
off your force power powers. I
Yeah.
did not give any of these guys that because suppress is traditionally a light side power.
Yeah.
Oh, and though he will probably return, I should let you know that Zeus Brand had quite a ways down Ebb Flow and quite a ways down Protect Unleash, and also had a little bit of sense for the upgrades and the sensing life forms. Also, when I was talking about I could have done something smarter, he has a special power as a Brain Eater. He could have spent 3 advantage on a Triumph on a Brawl attack to heal 4 strain and 4 wounds.
Oh.
Because he would have slurped your goop a little. Also, there were some protections against he had a quick draw talent for his knives and could basically auto fire so long as he had limited ammo left, so he had multiple knives on him. So in case somebody like say Camo tried to come in and shoot him, he would just be like knife, fucking
I only
knives.
I left its armor. I only just did the thing I would do to help.
But if there were multiple targets, he also once per encounter he can completely recover his strain if he's next to an incapacitated enemy because he slurps their brain a little. He drinks their milkshake a little.
And, like if you do the whole like actual Dio thing of this guy kill steals on like Calixton or something, it'd be like I'll be impressed.
Nah, probably not that far. Calixton's gonna have her own thing. She's gonna have her own solo boss fight with Aramaa.
Yeah.
While you were at the party, Saluna
I was
Calixton
training the
studied the blade.
I mean, I just
Fucking-
got 6 Sith braces, and I did have to punch several dudes. I mean, this ain't studying the blade, but there are things learned.
You studied
Yeah.
the fist.
It was
She
the joke.
studied,
Yeah.
She studied the Catorsis katana or something.
But she did not learn the greatest lesson.
I feel like she would. It's not a lightsaber. It'd be like an actual like fucking like with this weird like extra like Coruscant like extra long.
Oh, there's all
Coruscant
kinds of
katanas.
weapons.
Bit of Catorsis.
I know what it is. You guys don't know.
Or something like butterfly themed, I guess.
No, I know exactly.
Okay,
what it
so
is. But okay.
Actually, these shield amulets are once per session. I thought they were only one use only. Interesting. Hang
All
on.
right, that's good. So you only have to do
Yeah.
one craft. You guys
Yeah.
can line that up for next session, whenever that may be. Let's see. So we're at a bat. No, we're only at 2.5. We should do the next bit if we're gonna do anything. So, in that case, if you guys, we can obviously flash back to downtime, but so I know what to work on.
Yeah.
Let me pull it up. I did write the briefing for the next bit. So, would you guys like to be briefed on the triangle strategy?
I would like to be briefed on the triangle strategy.
Yeah,
All
sure.
right. So, we're gonna sit down and have another briefing meeting. You know, we can always, like I said, do flashbacks to what you guys were doing during downtime. Sorry, I once again dropped something. But we can flash back and cover anything important while you were out there if you need to. You have a nebulous amount of weeks.
Yeah.
But we're gonna talk about first. We're gonna give you my rough outline that I have written about the second continent. The secondary continent is called the Ortangu continent. The main continent you guys are on is commonly referred to as Repulu, which is kind of a local diminutive in the patois for the Republic. You know, it's the one where the Republic settled. So Ortangu, one. So it is slightly smaller, but it is still large enough to have a variety of latitudes. It also lies slightly south compared to your current continent, so more of it crosses over Sohliv's equator. And it is the only other major continental body on the planet. All the other continents are small. So there's the small polar continent, half of which is like ice and anyway. There is a small southern continent, which is kind of between and south of both of the other big continents, and most of it's underwater, slowly rising out of the sea. And there's a couple microcontinents in the eastern, off your east. So, Ortangu is known to be more geologically stable than the Repulu continent, but this makes it less suitable for mass colonization. Large portions of the continent are taken up by very solid plateaus of volcanic rock, big slabs of basalt and granite. So while these are full of workable stone and base metals, they are much tougher to work with than the softer rocks and soil of this continent. So, a lot of chipping and digging. It is also, while it's more geologically stable, as in there is more bedrock, larger bedrock, more, big plateaus and cratons, it is more volcanically active than even this continent is. You guys have run into, volcanic vents and stuff, but very few actually active volcanic areas. Mostly like you've seen that in islands and the like.
Mm-hmm.
So there are actual mountain ranges along the eastern shore and certain interior areas along lava faults have regular eruptions with small magma flows and ash eruptions which rain down on nearby jungles in volcanic thunderstorms. If you guys don't think you're going to visit an ash jungle, you're wrong. That's a cool set piece. Other regions are dotted not with sinkholes and cenotes like a lot of areas in the lowlands of this continent, but actually there's a lot of shallow, long river valleys where ridges and escarpments of the hard volcanic rock have built up silt and soil, and they are occasionally eroded away to form sharp, steep cliffs. Water flows in these areas can be quite fast in some regions through a combination of regular volcanic spring water, which finds limited outlets, and then in the northern latitudes, actual snowmelt. The mountains here are so tall because of volcanic activity. Some of them actually have snow caps, which is something you guys have only seen in the polar area. This does make for some impressive waterfalls, though, at least. And yeah, so you may have to worry about, whitewater rafting, river valleys, not so much like sinkholes and sinkhole lakes, but more rolling terrain, more verticality. A lot harder to dig in kind of stuff. So the foliage in this region is known to be quite hardy. It's fed by volcanic soil and fast-moving rivers. The eastern variety of the Soul Grove has thicker bark and tougher roots to anchor itself to the rock, which is also strong enough to crack duracrete, another reason why it's hard to colonize out here.
Mm-hmm.
There are also lots of vague superstitions about the uplands. You hear people talk about, the living jungle, forest spirits, and the like. You don't know how much of that is true and how much of that is just superstition because the jungle is tougher. The fauna is also slightly different.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of slow ambush predators like swamp jaws and mud sharks, because there are less large, shallow, boggy swamps and mud plains on the second continent, you're looking for more agile predators like cliffthers, cliff panthers,
Oh no,
giant gliders, spelled with a Y, and muddy weasel wolves. They burrow. The apex predator is still the soyvern, but they have two local subspecies. In the far north, you have the alpine soyvern, which grows slightly larger due to more territory and has a larger lung capacity, so it can fly at even higher altitudes. And the valley soyvern, which lives in the more warmer latitudes, they are actually slightly smaller and more communal because they can flit in between the valleys and cliffs. But there's also new varieties of lovely herbivores and producer creatures you have to worry about that are tough due to the dense jungles, such as the massive guanoth, like iguana and sloth. The toxic skunkadillo, because skunkadillo was too on the nose, and armoribas, which is like an amoeba, but with armor. Armor amoeba. I had some fun with my names.
Okay.
So only the southern stretches of the continent are relatively flat, with large plains that both seasonally monsoon and flood. They are covered with light jungles or thick aquatic grasslands, so think swampy savanna. While not suitable for farming because of the seasonal weather, well, actually, while suitable for farming, but the seasonal weather means they're not set up by homesteaders, most of these rights were sold to corporate interests in the early days of the colony. Since the war, almost all of these corporations here have either left their holdings fallow and abandoned the territory and retreated to the main continent, or have basically split and joined the separatists. The sole exception to that is the Muskel compound, which you guys have nationalized.
Yeah.
So in the far south, there is the pharmacology compound, which you guys took over. The continent is also not without its gardener facilities. Crown has confirmed the existence of the Reliquary. This is a site for the storage of examples of gardener technology and knowledge.
Mhm.
It is at the rough locale where you suspect that the separatist base is, because you've done a lot of triangulating, and likely in their control. Additionally, while parts of it are supposed to be embedded all over the planet, this continent is the source of the Aegis facility, which is some kind of planetary defense network, and also some kind of heavy construction facility for building Gardner ships and probes that lies dormant somewhere under the surface there. Many lesser controlled facilities and observatories dot the surface. In particular, there are, in a lot of the highlands, there are these watchtower facilities, which serve as lookout posts and sensor beacons in the planetary network, in addition to various other facilities which track water purity, volcanic activity, soil quality, the like. So there's more weird gardener ruins and shit out there. And you guys know that the Separatist core base is located somewhere in the Granite Crown Plateau. It is a series of large solid rock formations in the north-central region of the continent. They previously had volcanic activity, but is now dormant as, tectonic drift happens. So the area is thus riddled and linked with lava tubes and also artificial caves dug out with heavy mining equipment, probably borrowed from the Techno Union. The structure of these plateaus means that it is too reinforced to bombard. It is resilient to scanners. This means you will have to wage a protracted ground campaign to siege the base. Thus, you have a major offensive planned. As you do,
Mm-hmm.
So, thanks to your various tracking of things, following of stuff, planning, you guys know of 3 likely targets for which to start this off, which is why we call it the triangle strategy. Also because it's a pun. Yuck, yuck. So, you've identified 3 key points. Number 1, the Kalrathi supply base. Give you the names. So, in a cove ringed with steep rocky cliffs and sharp shoals is a series of sea caves used by smugglers decades ago, which has been co-opted by the Separatists to carve out a deep supply base used to marshal troops and store munitions and supplies to distribute to the continent. Based on military intelligence, you guys have calculated that this supply base on the coast is where a lot of their offensive have been based out of and supplied from. So this is where they were building up a lot of the troops when they would send over to fight you. Also, from doing math and stuff, this is where the other side of the tunnel to the Ilango Archipelago is located. So this is where the Firestorm base was gonna hook up with.
Okay.
Now won't, so you took it over. So the sheltered nature of this cove makes it hard to access by land, and has been observed the base is reinforced with additional air defenses. This means that your best way to take it directly by force would be an all-out amphibious assault. Alternatively, the base has been observed to dock Trident assault ships, several of which you have captured. your best bet may be to attempt to take out and replace a regular patrol or resupply, fill the Trident with some inert B1 battle droids you guys can reprogram, and then gain access to detonate the main fuel depots or power supplies. So, if you choose to do the supply base first, you could choose to amphibious assault or sneak in again, but slightly different this time. And I'll talk about how these are connected after I introduce them. That's probably better. Your second possible target is the Jarjan Valley Dam. Yes, there is a dam. The enemy has constructed a massive hydroelectric dam which spans across the Jarjan River Valley. Not only is this being used to supply power for other facilities in the area, but it represents a physical obstacle. The valley would be one of your best inroads in the continent towards the enemy base. So not only is there a physical, literal giant wall blocking your way, but also scouts have observed the construction. If they wanted, they could, because there's now a delta, a relatively dry plain downstream from the dam, right? Because that's how dams work. You throttle the flow. It appears that they could just throw open the floodgates and just flash flood the delta below, which would wipe out any invading force on foot. They would just open the gates and yeet all the water onto the plain, and it would be bad.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Weird idea of...
Wait, just let him finish.
Yeah, I'll wait.
So the top of the base has air defenses, but not enough to stop a coordinated assault. This means that you could either covertly infiltrate on foot. They probably won't spot you if you sneak up the delta and climb. Or you could just do an aerial assault with bombers and blow it up from the air. I'm going to tell you, you're probably going to want to blow this up because, like I said, there's a giant dam blocking your way. Bad for the environment.
Yeah.
But you could either sneak in and blow it up, or you could go all dam busters and lead an airstrike. And then your last target is the Hidden Valley Air Base. It has nothing to do with ranch dressing. So recon patrols and sensor sweeps have indicated the rough location of a camouflaged enemy airbase deep in the jungle, positioned to supply aerial defenses to facilities both in front of it and behind it further inland. You can't identify its exact size and shape due to the intervening terrain and camouflage it's designed, but it is estimated as holding at least 2 squadrons, and they have been identified as the new advanced droid Tri-Fighters, which are very compact, very agile, and very mean. They employ these as interceptors in combat air patrol. Because this deadly response and hidden nature, you cannot directly do a counter-bombing raid on them, nor can you make a full ground assault because your forces will be tromping around a giant jungle for days with not knowing where they're going. So instead, military intelligence has come up with a plan to do a long-range aerial insertion and send a small strike team deep into enemy territory to hike through the jungle, physically locate the base and attack it, and then you can either sabotage the landing strips and fuel tanks and just blow them all up, or you could cut out comms and sensors and lock down the base and then basically throw up some flares and let an aerial strike be carried out. But this will require you to carefully build your pathfinding team and insert into a multi-click hike in the jungle. Now, I said before, all of these things are connected, kind of. So, depending on which ones you take out first and which ones you don't take out, you will see different effects. The supply base is obviously supplying additional reinforcements and supplies to all of their enemy facilities, so they could receive backup manpower and additional supplies. Also, if you capture it instead of just completely blowing it the fuck up, you would likely be able to give yourselves a strong foothold. You could convert the supplies and munitions, and it would allow you guys further force projection inland. So basically, while enemies have access to it, they probably get bonuses on mass combat checks and other things. And if you take it, you would get bonuses on mass combat checks and other supply-related things. Or just take away their supplies. I don't know. We've had some conversations even out of character. I don't know how much Aramaa feels about letting people keep their toys anymore. We might be blowing some shit up. Like this dam. So while this dam is active, it has additional power supply that is being pumped to the other facilities. So this powers additional comms and sensors for the supply base, making it harder for you guys to sneak up on them, and empowering theater shielding in the airbase, which will hamper attempts to take them out. So if you don't deal with the dam, that means that the supply base has better sensors to see, say, a giant amphibious assault coming, and the airbase has theater shielding, which means that's yet another thing you have to break before you could blow it up. And while the airbase is active, it's pretty easy to tell. That means that either of the other 2 locations can receive speedy air support. So, if you guys do your Dam Buster mission with bombers, you may run into enemy interceptors from the airbase.
Yeah.
Or if you call in air support in the supply base, you may run into air support, etc. Plus, if you want to do certain covert ops that are sneaky, the fact that they are running air patrols might make certain missions harder to pull off. So those are your 3 targets. I have, intelligence has outlined you a couple of different plans, so I can prep. I would like to hear you guys discuss what you want to do first, and then what tactic you'd like to take.
I know this isn't the feasible thing, but at this point, one of the my mom. Oh God, Omega, would it be too much on you if we split our forces and tried to at least hit 2 at once?
Ooh, you would have to have a very good plan for that to work, and also,
I know, but
Depends on which one.
that's the thing, because like I said, we can't do all 3 at once. We literally don't. But I think if we stretch our abilities, we might be able to coordinate an attack on the dam and the sea base.
so in that case, would that be all-out assault on both?
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
I had to think if we want to do the supply base, we probably want to do after taking control of the dam or shutting it down.
Well, like the dam's the big one for me. This is the thing. Like the dam, the power is big infrastructure. Like it really is. Like the airbase, that is deadly, but as long as we here's the thing. As long as we're not in the air, the risk is minimal.
Okay, I have a question about something involving the dam. If we broke it, would it fuck up the ecosystem, or is it already fucking up the ecosystem?
No, the ecosystem's already fucked up.
Yeah.
It's the river is
Yeah.
not supposed to be dammed.
Yeah. No,
You would that would allow the water level to equalize.
So, honestly, our best bet is not necessarily strike basically just to all out of you're right. It is to basically just
Well, yeah, if you want to do 2 at once, there is no way that would be. I would literally have to tell some of the players to, not show up for a weekend.
Or
if you
we
did
could
2
split
sneak
up
missions.
different days.
Yeah.
Days, yeah.
Yeah, basically, that would. But if you do 2 all-out assaults, we could do that that would be basically multiple max combats with probably some cleanup stuff. Which I could actually, I could write for, because you guys would be talking back and forth, and you guys could, reallocate resources.
Yeah,
Just
because I'd probably bring Camo with me to one field, and I'd send Boots and Wevu to the other one. That should give a good solid split in leadership, because I know Boots has leadership now.
So it can help Wevu or other things. Yeah.
And if you're doing a full assault on the dam, that is an aerial assault, which is Wevu's cup of tea anyway.
Yeah.
You will basically, you guys will be in the skies, jammed up in bombers with fighter escort probably, doing your fucking World War II in space thing.
Yep.
So as a question then, I'm slightly confused. We are going for the air base and the dam.
No,
and then
we're going for
maybe-
the sea base and
the
the
supply
dam.
base and the
Supply-
dam.
Supply base and dam.
Yeah.
I probably okay.
So this means that because you actually, and I think it would be harder, but there will be a positive modifier there. You would be forcing the airbase to split its forces.
Yes.
They cannot reinforce both the dam and the supply base at the same time. You may get them to force them to, split Morton's Fork or whatever. And Aramaa said she wanted a full frontal assault. So if your dam plan goes tits up, well, that shit happens.
Yeah. No.
I partially feel like it might be better to go for the airbase and the dam, so we can possibly sneak in or just claim the supply base. But
here's the thing, man.
Well, no. I would say this: sneaking in, you don't take the supply base. Sneak in is you guys go into the back. You reverse the polarity on the reactors. You stick bombs to the fuel cells and just put that motherfucker in the ocean. The only way you are going to take the sea base, the supply base, is like I said, amphibious assault, boots on ground.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then it will probably have to be in tandem.
Yeah, you would basically synchronize your watches. You would throw a shitload of air cover at the dam, and you would throw whatever you've got for landing boats, gunship cover, etc. Maybe even rent a couple of barges and haul some of you. I don't know if
Hey,
it's up to you.
Hey, we still got that fucking sub.
You do.
Yeah.
We have a
The
big
sub
one, yeah.
does have some missiles and stuff. But I was going to say you might want to rent some barges and haul over some of your heavy RD, but you also might not want to do that because that would be really shitty if one of those went in the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might want to say that for the dam, because honestly, blowing up the dam with just artillery fire is also an objective.
No. You remember, giant floodplain.
Yeah,
That's called enemy gets free kill on artillery.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is what he means. Like, our only direct approach to the dam on foot is basically directly at it, where they can just open it up
Yeah.
and be like,
Fair.
yeah.
Basically, the dam is placed at the end of a river valley, which opens up into a river delta. So there's a giant triangular piece of land, which is now very dried out because they've severely restricted the water flow, and this dam is looking down at it. You could, on foot, sneak up to the dam and, scale it and go blow it up from the inside, because it's a very big dam, and a single strike team would be very small. But you cannot assault on ground. You can't get anything within range where it wouldn't be on the floodplain, at which point they just open the floodgates and you guys are deluged with a couple extra tons of water.
And is it possible we could do the whole deep strike into the airbase to quietly cut that off before the dual assault?
I mean, you could do the airbase first, but it sounds like Aramaa doesn't want to do the airbase first.
I mean,
because that involves wandering around in the jungle.
Yeah.
We
You captured the supply bit.
If we took the
Captured the
airbase and then had our guys if we had everyone on fucking standby, which might be a little weird, maybe. Because here's the thing,
That would also, because you guys would be not present, that would be, well, first of all, that would not be as fun for a role-playing perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the sake of the gameplay, it's a lot more entertaining if at least some of you are on screen, as it were, doing things.
Yeah.
But also, that would depreciate their efficiency. Your plans would probably not go as well as they do when you guys are actually leading from the front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be best, again, this is what I was saying, we can probably do 2 of them, but not 3 of them.
And if you're talking about, well, you literally can't do a full assault on the airbase. It's you don't know where the fuck it is. It's hidden deep in the jungle.
And that's the problem. We have to
search I'm saying, that one is you guys are gonna do a fucking halo drop into the jungle and hike a couple of clicks to find it, and then either you just plant big boy bombs and just stitch their landing pads and their fuel tanks so their base is fucked, or you close the doors, cut off the comms, and wait for your bombers to show up and drop a bomb on it.
I guess
Which again will be harder if the dam is still up, because that provides them with shields.
So, I guess the one case then would be we do the dual assault, and then hopefully one of the fighters tries to retreat back to base and we follow it.
No, whatever happens, happens. Honestly, again, once the airbase is, once the power and the supplies is done, that airbase is fairly fucked out on its own as is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have to get 100%. We don't have to win 100%.
Yeah.
That's fair. I'm just bringing up the.
And I would argue if you want to do the full assault on the supply base, that is already you are shooting the moon there.
Mm-hmm.
If you go with your plans that you have here for the Valley Dam and the supply base, that is the big dick options that have the flashiest and also the biggest chance of failure.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, with your guys' skill sets and personal quality things, setting up sneaking missions is probably the safer for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
That's just called, we hard escort Camo to the thing. He puts many bombs. We push button. We go home. Whereas the supply base, like I said, it's in a sheltered sea cove with tall cliff walls and sea caves. You guys are gonna have to drive boats right up to this cliff face and climb inside, kind of shit. So some of these might be bloody. Doing the Dam Buster mission. This thing does have some light air defenses, so it's not like you're not going to get shot at, and you might run into enemy interceptors, so you guys are going to have to fly bombers with escorts right up to this dam and drop bombs on it and see what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys, don't think that it's my way or the highway, but, if you want to, just do one at a time and maybe go for stealthier, I want to hear it, but...
I feel like we could also do a stealth on the dam just to pop it and then do a full assault on the supply base.
Listen, once something goes pop, all the lights turn red.
Yeah.
Yes, you will certainly know what if you do one at a time. You will put the guys on alert, but that happens no matter what, because if you take out an enemy base, they notice.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I don't think you could pull off any of your sneaking plans so good that somebody wouldn't notice that, like, oh, hey, the supply base has stopped sending us supplies, and there sure are a lot of guys in clone armor walking around. Oh, hey, our dam blocking up this river valley is fucking gone. Why are the lights out? Obviously, the facilities are like slightly self-contained, so for instance, if you take out the supply base first, then even though the dam and the airbase will be alerted, it's not like they're going to be able to like get extra reinforcements or supplies because you already took the supply base. They will just be on edge for your attacks. If you drop the airbase, they will probably realize they don't have air cover, but it's not like they can magically make more air cover. So it's about which part of the triangle do you want to hit first. And no, I think it's definitely valid because of the timing and because they would use two separate forces. If you want to, shoot the moon, you guys could go for the double prong. You could do Morton's Fork, and I'll probably make some rolls to decide how the enemy decides to respond to that. That could get very ugly for the Dambuster team because they have to basically fight, 1.5 of these objectives at once if, the enemy decides to send all their fighters to engage them. But there'll be player characters on board. They'll have red shirts and meat shields, and you have a strategic objective. It's blow up the dam. If you blow up the dam, you can, fuck off and go home.
I still think there's also the option of, I guess, like camo boots and then like a bunch of arcs, gig a team, and then like get into the dam, plant it to blow up, and then as it blows up, the other assault team just goes.
I mean, you could, but that problem means that, especially if it's in that order, that means that Lucky and Marth have to sit around holding their dicks in their hand for a long time.
That's
Like,
fair.
there is a practical concern of we're doing a role. This is like I said, like you guys could technically insert ahead and do all the cool player character stuff and leave the red shirts to take care of the actual assaults. But that would not be as cool and would probably involve a lot more RNG than you and me are comfortable with.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
Remember when I had to roll dice for your guys to shoot a literal giant floating target? And they were supposed to be good at that. That didn't go well.
We learned that they setback dice are really good when just like.
But if you guys did like I said, like basically a split mass combat with a little bit of vehicle action,
Yeah.
probably. There's a stat line for a big boy planetary bomber, an airspeeder, which are very, Space B2-esque. We'd probably, that's got a lot of seats. We'd probably park, Wevu and Boots in that one with some extra clones. Maybe give them a couple of bombers in the tail.
I will say, because we are players at a virtual game table, we should do the two-headed assault. I just mentally image, if this was like a TV show, we would probably have like the clone thing of like raiding the dam and then the Jedi leading the assault on the base. But
yeah, your Jedi are, as evidenced by the fact that you literally did Metal Gear Solid once. Your Jedi can be sneaky motherfuckers too. But no,
true.
I didn't think about the split directly, but yeah, the split works.
Well,
If you do the big flashy assaults, you can actually do two at once.
Like I said, I have the ability to use the Force on mass combat, so whatever mass combat I do will probably go mostly okay. Mostly.
Yes.
So... Actually, honestly, you know what? This might sound a little weird to you guys, but, it is possible because, again, I'm very good at mass combat. I could probably just take my PC self and take the sea base on my own as a mass combat, and then have you guys all in there for the vehicles and the stuff to do all the extra and stack all your bonuses over there.
Lucky, can I make a request? You say supply base, so I stop getting confused over myself. You say sea base, and it keeps confusing me.
Why?
Well,
Because
it is written as supply base on the screen.
Oh, okay, fine.
Sorry, I keep like, what are you saying? Like, wait, no. I have to keep stopping.
Yes, let me be super specific about the one base that's on the water. Okay.
One of you is going to have to do a correction, and Axe would like him not to have to correct at the end. It's okay. I understand what you mean.
Yeah.
Call it Calrathi. Can you call it Calrathi? No, probably not.
I'm gonna call it Calrathi. That's correct.
All right.
If we have to be correct, I'll be correct. So I can assault Calrathi. And
these guys can assault Jar Jan.
Yes. Because, again, if I just basically park I know it's not necessarily my style, but I can park my butt in the rear, yell at people and get a lot done.
And also, if another group of BX commando droids decides to walk up to you and knock your block off with swords, you can take care of yourself in a fight.
Mostly, yeah. I am very tanky.
You can punch. So yeah, if you wanted to do it that way, we would probably do a lot of like rotating through like phases and time periods and stuff. So
Yeah.
we could do it that way. And if you guys don't want to like leave Aramaa hanging out there alone, you guys could pick a clone to send with her. I think Camo would be good at either operation because Camo does have gunnery and pilot planetary, I believe.
I don't have much gunnery at all, but I can at least.
Okay, pilot planetary though.
I mean, I got skills, so I can still do 5 greens, and like for pilot planetary, I can still do like 2 yellows and 3 greens. So I can still like hardball it.
Yeah.
Oh, you actually get trick-or-treaters. Nice.
It's 11 o'clock at night. I think we don't got any more. I think we set up for that because, we've only just moved.
I would say there is the thing of we probably want Wevuguk and Boots to pool like the leadership pools together.
Pool?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Just because Wevu is in Strategic Command doesn't mean that she can't. You can absolutely do the fucking Galaxy Quest thing. Wevu turns to Boots and tells him, Boots, tell them to prepare to fast forward. And Boots actually yells out, prepare to fast forward! Fast forwarding, sir! Like, you guys can work on your chain of command.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, like the whole sort of, yes sir, see that mountain? Yes sir. I don't want to see it anymore. Yes sir.
Fuck it up! So, in that case, then, if you guys are sold on the 2-prong,
I mean,
and you guys don't have to lock in, whether or not you take all the player characters to one thing or the other right away.
Like I said,
I would like to think about that.
But I would like to commit to a very big, very scary, very intimidating 2-prong attack.
You have to show
All right.
them off, lady. You mean business?
Didn't you hear my speech? This is
yes.
This is
Yeah,
the grand
you're-
defensive.
You're making a point, yeah.
Like, remember, by the way, do you remember before this? I was telling everyone, get me everything we have. Everything we have.
Oh, like full of 5 combat dice for both things.
We're gonna do
We're
well.
doing this.
We'll see what you build up. You guys have some force disposition.
Mhm.
We can probably do that as a preamble to the actual assault. You guys can decide exactly what forces you do. Aramaa probably needs to think about like what kind of gear she's gonna get. You guys can rustle up some landing boats. I actually even did some custom stat lines because there's some concept art for that. There are air defenses, so like gunship cover is probably risky but possible. But the main thing is you're going to be doing an amphibious assault, so you need to decide what you're hauling with you where. ATTEs are apparently vac sealed, so they can. We talked about this when you guys talked about the Firestorm base. They can survive underwater for a period of time. So you could bring those with you, and those wouldn't be a total loss if they go in the drink. But a lot of your Artie and your walkers would, so you're gonna have to do a lot of D-Day bullshit.
I was literally looking up D-Day gifts.
I think if the rules of the tabletop war game are to be believed, I think hover tanks can cross, because they hover, they can cross surface water, just so long as the surf isn't too bad.
Well, yeah, no, like I've seen amphibious. Have you seen LCACs?
Yeah, no, but yeah. So I think
What are those?
repulsors are supposed to work similar. So they can cross. So you could like load a barge with fighter tanks and then have them roll in, just so long as they don't get swamped by water and weighed down. They could approach. So you got some decisions on how you want to do this. How much is infantry
Considering
versus
water,
armor.
how the surface of water works on a physics level, yeah.
Well, and repulsors are,
Whoops.
as far as we understand, interesting. As far as we understand, repulsors technically don't make sense in our normal like physics because they are like negative polarity gravity, but gravity doesn't work that way. Gravity is a one-directional force. It's not like electromagnetism.
Yeah.
No, that by the way, Axe, that's an LCAC, also known, affectionately known as the Hellcat. It's a Navy amphibious assault carrier, which is basically a giant hovercraft that we stick in boats.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
The ship I served, that we had a couple of those.
That's probably.
But
fitting
yeah,
over
so
there,
you guys could load it with cargo ships and barges and roll out and actually like drop off your armored forces, or like I said, just do infantry right to the cliffside. Send some guys to go knock doors.
Mm-hmm.
Your dam buster mission will probably be like I said, maybe probably makes sense that they roll out for like 3 of the actual planetary bombers. They're pretty big. Put the player characters in the lead one, put the other 2 in the back. Decide how many escorts you want. Maybe you go with like a Y-wing squadron, so you have secondary fighter bombers to back you up. Maybe you go with interceptors to cover you more. Whole thing. You guys can work on that.
How much XP we get? I might need to put some points in gunnery.
Well, I'm wondering if we're wrapping up. I'm just wondering if we need to do any more pregame stuff. Do we have any more like briefing questions about the environment or situation?
No,
I
don't think so. Not me personally. No.
I kind of spaced when you were talking about some of the environment because I went to go grab food.
Yeah.
And so, but I can still hear it. I just kind of spaced because so it's like I don't remember like the first half of what you're talking about the actual environment. When we talked about the actual base and stuff, I think I mostly remember it. But
It was a lot of detail. But it's mostly about the environment and ecology of the area.
Yeah.
So
the second continent, or Tongu, is different than the old one. You're looking at a lot more verticality in the terrain, a lot more topography, mixes of hard volcanic rock, fast moving water, new interesting creatures you can get attacked by in the jungle, kind of thing. But I see a lot of us are busy back and forth, and I think it's a good time to wind down. Okay, so I will try and make the double assault work. I may actually be able to do that in a week because it's simpler to do some big mass combats and vehicle stuff.
Yeah.
This is episode 90. If we do ever want to take a break to do the sprawl, we can do that.
I mean, it might be good just to take a break anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to take a break to switch to the sprawl, like I said, I got that second job done. That would probably give me a little more time to polish this thing.
You don't need to like make out like intricate like layouts. You just need to make like the responses and stuff to it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I it's mass combat, so I have to work on like the different phases and elements and come up with like fun little inserts and stuff.
But I want to spend like some time in the week to like I guess consider our forces and like if there's any we forgot about.
But if you guys, like I said, if you want to take a break for the sprawl anyway, we can take a couple weeks off probably from Star Wars. This is episode 90 after all.
It also feels like a good ending. This feels like the end of our like season 2 or 3 or something.
Something like that. I don't know where the breaks are in the story arcs, but
this feels like one.
It'll start big and spicy next time. So let's see. Let's do EXP. Aramaa, aced your speech. You finished the party, and you defeated another big bad guy, another nemesis. So that seems like 10 there. And yeah, that's a little short, but you guys we only did like hardcore gameplay for like 2.5 hours there. The remaining next hour and a half was like downtime. So we'll start with 10, and anybody wants to make any cases for motivations and stuff, go for it. Aramaa should probably get her motivation for reasons.
I'm not actually sure, but
mission?
My mission was kind of like at the time,
kind of
to help my general from not dying. And
you were still injured. You didn't let Boots treat you at all. You literally jumped back into the fray and were like, punching down doors and stuff and wrestled with a weird evil magic space vampire. That probably fits.
Yeah, cool. Because I probably had to get 2 points in gunnery then. That or I get like a 3rd point in planetary. I'll sit on it until it matters actually during the combat. I think that works.
I mean, that technically works, but that might be a slight faux pas. But it's not against the rules, I guess. Let's see. I know Loth got a phone call. So I don't know. But I do think maybe his call for family, he did go out and make sure to find Wevuguk in person rather than rejoin any other efforts. And
there's also a whole bit about...
first thing you did go to heal Wevuguk as well.
Oh.
Hello?
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
I said we're talking about EXP?
Yes.
Debating if you did your motivation. I do think you kind of leaned on it. You went out of your way to, like I said, track down Wevuguk and heal her first.
There was a whole moment about you wanting to shoot the guy in the head even when he was down. You also shot the other guy when he was
but
down.
he didn't actually. I mean, he would definitely get his motivation if he shot that guy, even though nobody would have liked that. But I still think he roleplayed his motivation pretty well.
Everyone disliked that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would have deserved it. It probably would have taken him out, though, is the thing.
Yeah, but your boss would have certain concerns about executing prisoners of war.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Probably.
what the Uniform Justice Code of the Clone Army is, but that is probably against the rules.
Oh, yeah, does
You're
Aramaa
supposed
ever
to be
find...
the good guys.
Oh, does Aramaa ever find out about what happened to the other guy?
I mean, I've asked for reports and stuff, so...
So you can't wait to report that about what happened, and then he bled out and then got double tapped, so...
I mean,
Well, yeah.
well, here's the thing. He bled out and he died out in combat, like...
Yeah.
Instead of, like that was, you know...
That guy was technically full of lethal wounds.
Yeah,
like,
so, like, he
You
died...
shot him in, like, the neck, he took a boot knife in the kidney, and he got plugged with wife number 8, like, twice.
Like,
Yeah,
front
he's
and
like,
back.
yeah.
So, like,
I raised an eyebrow.
forensically, nobody knows. The doctor is like, this guy is fucking dead.
yes,
Like,
but-
that's what the medical report is.
Yeah, no,
He
and then I'll
died
be like,
of many died of blood loss as a result of violent trauma.
yeah.
and I'd be like, I prescribed him with death, so it's all good.
Yeah, so,
my,
but,
my
like,
thing was... There.
I gave him 30 cc's of lead.
he died in combat. The other guy had not died in combat and was about to just get cold-blooded murdered. Because it would have been murdered because he was unresisting and unable to defend himself.
And I already tried to last session to debate Wevu into just executing.
Yeah.
I
And she
mean,
didn't go for it.
it was kind of work. That's fair, but like, Wevu has a more iron will than Camo on us. Considering how much.
Well,
health
you're
she's gone through.
you're the Wetworks guy, so that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Oh, is this asshole not dead? Let me take care of that real quick. Don't
I
wanna
will
worry
say
about
the
him
one thing
anymore.
is like Camo feels a bit weird about the other guy being killed because it's like maybe Boots could have like kept him from dying, but it didn't matter at the time, I guess. It is like he's just a weird. I have a weird. Maybe it's me, but I also feel like Camo has like a weird like, you know,
Well, I mean, it's like...
compared to the vampire and that other dude, he probably
This-
could have lived and been fine.
Also, a good thing of the difference between Boots and Camo. Boots is like, you really fucked up me and Camo. Die.
How very unmedic-like.
Do no harm to clones.
Yeah,
Clones
exactly.
Jedi.
Remember,
That's a joke I got from a Gen Con recording of a Call of Cthulhu game. They were playing. One of the guys was the pharmacist mate on a German U-boat during a Call of Cthulhu scenario in World War I, and he was like, "Do no harm to Germans and Austrians." That's Boots' philosophy. Do no harm to Jedi and clones.
Republic people.
But
You know how-
okay, I think we did EXP. Jedi, you should roll for conflict now.
Oh, yeah, huh.
See how you
A
guys
lot
are
of
doing.
conflict. Oh my god.
No,
You
I'm
may or
probably-
may not have hit some of your emotional things.
Oh, wait, hold on. So I did hit my motivation, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So 20?
No,
15.
15. It's 10 base. You guys defeated a nemesis and finished the party. It's not. This session was actually light on content, despite the fact that Aramaa was in a punch fight for like
It was a lot of resolution.
hour 45. It was good, but we had a lot of denouement.
Yep.
Oh yeah, just as a thing that came to mind for me.
Wait for them to do their EXP, then you can talk.
Sorry.
Doing your conflict stuff.
So
Sorry,
I
yawning.
rolled, I have 6 conflict. I rolled a 3. I believe that means I go down by 3.
Yes, unless you think you engaged your motivational strength, your emotional strength or weakness.
My strength and weakness is compassion and demanding.
I think so, honestly.
I mean,
Maybe at least
yeah, I
demanding.
could argue
Maybe
you. Yeah, so Weva goes up 2, at least. I mean, I could argue you extended compassion. You didn't really mean it that way, but you did. And I don't know how much it was in character or not, but you did talk about sparing that guy. That's not what you do with a defenseless guy and murder him.
Yeah.
So I could see that as an appeal to compassion. You could go up.
I was also saying I was
6.
also appealing to demanding too. I was like, no, don't do that, or else.
also considering Your speech.
Actually, Wevu, that sounds like because your weaknesses are vengeance and intolerance.
Yeah,
It sounds like you deliberately did not engage your emotional weakness.
Yeah, did not engage much weakness.
So
Hey,
you would only
I'm
go down 2.
I am 69 now.
Nice.
Almost back up there.
69.
But I think I did hit dedication. At
Oh,
least.
yeah.
What's the text on dedication?
Okay, so
Copy
it
that's
says.
easy.
Yeah, well, that's easier because otherwise it would be like
Yeah, you're breaking.
line
I
maybe
heard you breaking.
part of the time.
Let's see. He's focused on duties, training, jump hands. Sacrifice their. Those will.
He fought to almost to the death, so.
Yeah, you did say very focused on your job. Okay. Yeah. That would mean that you go down 4 then. Right.
I
'Cause
mean,
you rolled
go
under.
up. I roll above
Okay.
because Lucky rolled 3.
Hold on. Conflict. So do you go up or down? Math. Numbers.
What do the numbers
Going
mean,
top.
Mason?
Session tally. Enemy session roll. The amount is less than the conflict. Decrease your morality by the amount. So Lucky, you go down 6.
Yes. So I was right.
And
69.
then Marth goes up 4. So you are 6. Just as long as everybody's following along. We got a little confused there in the speaking.
All right, so Lucky's at 69, so 0 Destiny on the pool
Yep.
at the start.
After 2 up
like-
forward, not enough, I guess. Yeah. Damn.
It's like war is starting to weigh on me heavily.
I guess you need one more. I guess we'll get back after a session. You guys go up again or something.
Why are we still here? Does it suffer?
Listen, I am suffering. That dream lives in my head rent free constantly.
Oh yeah, that reminded me. I guess what I just want to say this, but we're still probably have the mics rolling.
Yeah, we're still. I'm still recording because we haven't finished.
I feel like this is I don't know. I guess it's a weird character thing for Camo where it's like if things happen out at the canyon, it's gonna happen. He's not gonna bring it up, but if he comes back with like a trinket from like Armanda, he's probably gonna have that at all times.
It's good to have trinkets.
I mean, it would be kind of on theme if perhaps you had maybe not like a handkerchief of some kind that is possibly monogrammed. That would be very classy and appropriate. It might not even be like a formal thing, like maybe you cut yourself cliff climbing or something, and she gave you a piece of cloth to clean off your blood, and now you keep it.
Yeah, it's not like Camo's gonna be like taking off his helmet. There's just a huge hickey on his neck.
No, but like
No, but if mechanically we need to talk about downtime, or if you guys want to clarify anything you did during the ambiguous downtime, we can.
I don't know if
next
it's
time.
weirded out, but I don't think he was having. I don't think he had his own room. And I'll say that.
Listen,
Anyway.
you can do hanky panky in many places.
Look, it'd be weird if you try to get him make it to role player, but
I'm just saying, like as a pass note, a side note thing. To be honest.
Yeah. You listen. We can fade to black. This is a classy show that is probably not for children. as we engage in murder blood.
I mean, a
And
lot of
uncensored
those
smoking.
episodes have been. This is not for kids.
Listen, I have made
But,
sweet passes at Europa.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Europa doesn't know much about grand romantic gestures, though. That's why it's so far as you've gotten as far as a chaste peck on the cheek.
Yeah. I'm fine with that.
But effort is felt.
I'm now
Anyway.
I'm gonna go right. Camo has the handkerchief around his neck now or something.
Anyway, we're gonna wrap up now. We're gonna let you go. Was that confirmation we wanted to do sprawl?
Yes, I want to do sprawl.
Sure.
Okay, we'll take a break for a couple
Yeah.
of
Oh
weeks.
wait,
and
we
we'll
gotta
do
make sure
sprawl
that
another
Dallas.
one.
We gotta find if Dallas.
Oh, yeah, we gotta-
Guys, I talked to Dallas several times a week. I'm sure he will be
Same.
still free on Sunday.
Okay.
I talk to him at least 3 times a week, so
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'll drop him a line next time we talk, or I'll at him specifically at a different time and let him know that we want to get together for that next weekend. Alrighty, this has been Star Wars. I do think the final countdown works. Now I gotta go make a thumbnail for this. We'll see you guys next time. Whenever that is.
Bye.